seminar, virtual seminar, HR Conclave, New Hiring Technology. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Thank you, Anand. I must congratulate all the participants who have joined today's session and today's seminar. You are going to get a lot of benefits with a lot of the people from the corporate side who are going to share their experiences and making us all aware about the new technologies and the new sharing aspects which are these days required in the industry. So this HR conclave topic, especially on new hiring technologies, which is in collaboration with ICT Academy and GGDSD College, Sector 32, Chandigarh. The students of the Chandigarh would be a lot of benefit with the endeavor and efforts made by the ICT Academy. So I welcome all of you, all the designatories and the students who have joined this seminar. As a kind of tradition, and as well as before we start, we need to take the blessings of the Lord, and let's have I would request Vibhuti, who has been the winner of various awards, whether it is a youth festival, singing competition, whether it is anywhere. She has been an excellent student of SD who has been making a lot of efforts in her with her abilities. So I would request Vibhuti to have to have the prayer for the blessings from the Lord. Vibhuti, to you, please.
Thank you so much, sir. वंदना के स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें। पमग सरि ग सनि सधा सा ग रे मग पमग रे सनि धा सनि 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 वंदना के स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें। तन भी मन भी प्राण अर्पित, तन भी मन भी प्राण अर्पित है तुम्हें। वंदना की स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें। साधना ही लक्ष्य हो, कल्याणकारी ज्ञान हो, उड़ के हम आकाश छू ले फिर भी नाभिमान हो। ऐसी विद्या दान करना, ऐसी विद्या दान करना माँ हमें। वंदना के स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें। वंदना के स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें। मन में प्रेम का वास हो, वाणी में भी मिठास हो। मन में प्रेम का वास हो, वाणी में भी मिठास हो। जीत ले दिलों को हमको ये वरदान दो। ऐसे वर का दान करना, ऐसे वर का दान करना माँ हमें। वंदना के स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें। तन भी मन भी प्राण अर्पित, तन भी मन भी प्राण अर्पित है तुम्हें। वंदना के स्वर समर्पित है तुम्हें।
Thank you, Bhuti. Thank you for your contribution in the inauguration or start of the seminar. Before I proceed further and invite my respected principal, sir, I would like to, you know, I would like to welcome all the people, designatories on the board, distinguished guests like Professor Rajkumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Punjab University, Chandigarh. May I welcome Mr. Sudhir, Chief Executive Officer, IndianMoney.com, and may I welcome Mr. Kenneth J. Seelan, Assistant Vice President, HR, Tata Consultancy Services, Mr. Vijayan, Head Academic Operations, ICT Academy, Dr. K.L. Dhingra, Director, PMLSD Business School, Colin Bruno, HR Talent Acquisition, HCL Technologies, Ms. Julie Krupavati, Senior Manager, HR, EC Group Datasoft Private Limited, Mr. Vinod Kumar, HR Manager, McMahon India Private Limited, Mr. Debashish Satpathy, General Manager, HR, NBCC. I heartily welcome you all on the inauguration of the seminar, and the most important and plus the effect with regard to it is that we have been going to get a lot benefit from the expertise of these people from the corporate side as well as the academia. I request my respected principal, sir, Dr. Balraj Thapar, to welcome and request Mr. Kenneth J. Seelan, Assistant Vice President HR, to start with. Thank you very much. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Shri Upkar Kishan Sharma ji, President GGDSD College Society, revered Sudhir, Chief Executive Officer, Indian Money.com, respectable Kenneth Jesslyn RB, Assistant Vice President HR, Tata Consultancy Services, Honorable Vijayan KA, Head Academic Operation ICT, respected Dr. K.L. Dhingra, Director PMLSD Business School, and respected participants in the conclave. On behalf of the management, the staff, and the students of GGDSD College Chandigarh, I extend you all a hearty and warm welcome to this HR conclave and new hiring techniques. Companies are wondering how to hire best possible talent to get them into their organization and to get their organization restarted as the country starts to reopen. One of the challenges that companies are facing is hiring people during coronavirus, and afterward, when you cannot get them into the office, there is a big transition ahead. Hiring is going to have to be conducted in the virtual world. For that, we have invited our panelist, Mr. Collins Browns, HR Talent Acquisition, HCL Technology, Ms. Julie Krupavati, Senior Manager, HR EC Group Datasoft, Mr. Vinod Kumar, HR Manager, McMahon India, Mr. Debashish Satpathy, General Manager, NBCC. So I now welcome Dr. Kenneth Jesslyn RB to start the HR conclave.
Yeah, Mr. Kenneth J. Seelan, before I request you to come, I would like to talk about a few words about Mr. Kenneth J. Seelan, Assistant Vice President, a person with a lot of experience, having 13 years experience as a human resource in the field of human resource, having spent 6 years in the field of learning and development, particularly in the same organization that is called Tata's Consultancy Services, a wide having experience of wide aspects of the human resource management. This person having a lot of knowledge, having his MA for social work during the year 1995 to 97, a lot of knowledge about economics, because he has his specialization in economics in the in graduation from St. Joseph College, Trichy. And I was very much impressed by the tagline when he says, he says, be human, work for the success of everyone, growth will come your way. Normally the people, they just think about themselves, but I am really very impressed, sir, with this kind of philosophy, and I believe that that will be a great opportunity for our students to listen to you. Mr. Kenneth J. Seelan, over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Very good morning to all of you. Thank you for that introduction. Thank you, Principal, for the opportunity. Thanks, Vibhuti, for leading us for the God's blessing. That is really wonderful. Thank you very much. I must, in fact, thank the ICT Academy too for the opportunity joining hands with this college. We have, in fact, senior profiles being part of this panel. I'm really happy to see their faces here. Thank you very much for the entire panel members as well as the speakers for this confluence who have actually joined here virtually. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure here to just inaugurate and give my keynote address for this conclave. Before getting into that, we are all in the virtual mode. Virtual, how do we see that? Do I see it as an opportunity or do I see it as challenges? As we are going to discuss about this topic also briefly, I will touch upon. I will share my screen. Just one of you, if you can confirm that the screen is on and you are able to see, that would be a great help.
Sure, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Visible? Fantastic. Great. So I feel very small in front of all those speakers' photos who are there, really eminent speakers who are all there. Thank you very much. So the new hiring technologies as the topic given for this HR conclave. I was wondering yesterday, is there anything that's going to be new that we invited for, or is that there is going to be something new that we are pushed into? Of course, the COVID situation has pushed us into something where we need to look at new ways, new hiring technologies, new approaches to that. So saying that, here, am I going to focus completely on the new hiring technologies? I'll set the tone. We have eminent speakers here. I can say now a lot of them. They will contribute more on from their perspective of the company, what they are doing. I'll briefly say what we are doing from TCS front. And apart from that, how students who are here being part of this conclave can take a message to face those new hiring technologies. So in a nutshell, I'm not going to focus completely on list down, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all the new hiring technologies. No, briefly about our practice, and you will have number of technologies that you might hear from all other eminent speakers. And the second part that I focus is how are you going to prepare yourself to face these new hiring technologies so that you can join this corporate and perform well. So with that note, congratulations to the college, GGDSD college, Chandigarh. In fact, whenever I get into any speech, I browse through the college website. It clicked me very well. A grade by NAAC, which is a great achievement. Congratulations to the college. Joining hands with the ASJT, I'm sure they will bridge the gap and place you in the right path for sure. So now, we are here for learning virtually. Everything is happening almost virtual. I'm sure that you're at home being yourself, okay? Here I have placed some pictures to just recall ourselves, our minds. Where am I? How am I? Am I being just part to this virtual session that's happening? Or where am I wandering? Am I wandering somewhere else? Is my mind somewhere else? I have an invite to all of you. Whoever has just joined this virtual session, be comfortable. Be comfortable, whether you are taking it in a mobile or a laptop. You could have your siblings around, your parents around, your pets around. These are all accepted norms these days as the new norm. So taking clue from being comfortable at the environment that we are in is what I feel as the new normal to accept and take the best out of that. So my invitation to all of you is that be there, take the best of whatever is being discussed across this conclave. Even you might come across some noises around, just ignore, start accepting that, and you will get the best out of this session. Okay. Now, when it comes to learning or career opportunities, the new technologies are there in hiring, but are you actually going to seek a job or create a job for yourself? This is the fundamental question that every student should ask to face any new hiring technology. If you have a right answer to this, I'm very sure you will face any technology, any hiring technology successfully. In TCS, you might have heard about the NQT that we follow, National Qualifier Tests. So this test, NQT, you qualify this test, then the second round is about the virtually we do the interviews. The virtual interviews are of 3 rounds. One with the TR, which we call it technical round. The second we call it the MR, the management round. The third one is the HR round. Now, this is nothing new about. It's all the same thing in a new virtual form that has come in. Now, very meticulously, how you present are you in the way of seeking job or creating a job is with you, how you face the virtual interview. Now, in all this, I have been part of the virtual interviews in now recent past. Very recently, I have been in number of virtual interviews. In fact, I look at the people who are actually recruited, who have been selected. For me, whatever I am speaking, it is echoing. I have been part of the virtual interviews. Okay, still echoing. Okay, now it's clear. Thank you. So, when I look at the volume of people whom we have selected now, these are the people during the interview being virtual at home, being at home, what they have done is they have created a job for themselves. They were not the people who were seeking job. I will tell you the difference. What is that difference between seeking a job, creating a job? Seeking a job, everybody will say that, sir, your company is good, sir. I know this, that, all that they will talk about it. Ultimately, I want to work for a company like yours. That's the language that we hear from. But as you're seeking, have you prepared to create the job for you in that company? If you need to create a job for you in that company, I'm going to put forth the following few simple techniques that would help you any new hiring technologies. That's what I'm going to focus here. Slightly before getting into, I also talk about some of the smart people handling the new hiring technologies. These smart people, I can bifurcate into two. For example, learners are smart. Now here, I placed a picture this picture I got it in one of the status of one of my friends. I like this status and I placed it here. What is the uniqueness that you see from this pic? Question yourself. Each of your students are here, the learners are very smart and they are masters in creating such things. I like this person. Do you know why I like this person? What he has done? What has he done? He has been asked to attend an online class or a learning portal or learning things. A session like this could also be. He has joined in the name of recording ... rather than placing his name. What is the picture that he is giving to the other side? Which means he is still reconnecting rather than saying that I am there. In fact, this person is already joined. There is a mute button that we can see, and the person is alive, active. I'm sure, as I'm saying, many of your students here might be thinking, oh, this is an opportunity that I can also learn. Now, this is where I want to bifurcate two things I said. In new hiring technology, if we are trying to cheat, we are only trying to fool ourselves. So anything that you want to be smart in genuinity. So I'm leaving it here, the first point, as the values that you depict matters a lot facing the interview across in any technologies. So keep that as this person, I like him because he showed some creativity. But is it a value based? It's a question mark. I leave the thoughts with all of you. What kind of value based interviews that I'm going to face in any new hiring technologies? With this thought, how am I going to prepare myself? How am I going to prepare myself for facing any kind of interviews? What will actually fetch me or create the job for me? Friends, all of us take selfies. Everyone is enjoying taking selfie, and we post selfies which we like the most, we admire the most of ourselves. Selfies, most of the time, what we look into myself as an external world about my hand being, am I being handsome? As a girl, am I being very gorgeous? Is it really, do I really look good or something different that I can post it to social media and get likes? All that we do in everyday life. I admire that. Nothing wrong about it. We also are very good and masters in being groupies. We take on every event we call the group, take group fees also we do. But in group fees, we look at there could be 5, 6 people or 10 people, 20 people, whatever may be so. What do we immediately look up to? We look up to myself. Where am I? How am I? How do I look in front of all others in the group. If I am really beautiful, if I am with smiles, if I like that photo, I'll post it. Otherwise, I will destroy it. What do I tell myself? I admire myself. I want to be presented myself good. So these are all our selfie, groupie concepts. Today, to face the new hiring technologies, I'm going to introduce to all of you a new fee that will really fetch you the job that you can create for yourself, which I call it nothing but not the selfie or the group fee. These all help you to admire yourself externally. The fee is the new concept that I have coined it in a way that people should be working towards this fee. What is fee? You being innovators, you being creators, you thinking creativity, the capability of your creativity, putting it to action becomes your fee. If you can think in every problems that we have in the society, take them as opportunity, put them as an creative thought into action, and bring this fee concept in life, I'm sure you are creating job, not seeking job. So, in simple terminology, talk about every creative things that you are doing to contribute to yourself, to your family, to your society, and the subject you relate the learning that you had. I'm sure you have created the job. So do not seek for a job, create it. So with this small note, Innovis would actually find ways to new doors. Old ways don't open new doors. We need innovation. So who are you? Who am I? Am I an Innovi person to face any hiring technologies? I leave it the thoughts with you. So do not be standard. Do not be worried about what technology, new hiring technology. Every day we have been only facing interviews face to face, but today they don't even see me. They see me, of course, virtually. Will they be able to see me completely about my competencies? Will I be able to express that well virtually? You can do it. See that now the COVID, if I am to take this confluence, just in a conference hall, it might accommodate about, let's say, about 100, 200,000, 2,000. But today, this confluence can go viral across the globe. There could be even thousands of people being part of this confluence. COVID has paved the way for it. So, can we be accommodating to the challenges that are coming through being innovative ways that we accommodate? We will find the solution. So first request to all of you is that be creative. By the way, that I have coined it in a way, be the Innovi persons. Move. I'm not discouraging your selfies concept, group fees concept. I'm only taking the appreciation from that. Selfie as you appreciate yourself, group fee as you appreciate yourself and the group. Please do appreciate your inner strength, inner capability. That is what I call it, the Innofi. Fantastic. Now, how would I become an Innofi person? How would I become an Innofi person? By learning. Why do I learn? Many of us in our day-to-day life, why do we learn? We have our own doubts, our own question, no answer. Many of us in our day-to-day life, what we do is we learn for utilitarian aspects. Utilitarian aspect is very simple. If I do this, what will I get? If I learn this, what will I get? Only with the question mark of what will it get, that needs to be there. That is your That is your utilitarian aspect that you are facing. But my dear friends, here in this confluence, go beyond. What I would request you all to focus is, while learning, create a curiosity in mind. What am I here now? Am I curious about what is happening here? Am I willing to actually take a new learning with a curiosity in mind? When you have a combination of curiosity and a joy of learning, that would actually help you to be the creator rather than the seeker. If you stop with the utilitarian aspect, you are a seeker. If you go with your curiosity in mind and combine with the joy of learning of every concept, you are the creator. That will help you to become the innofee. So, what was told in the past, days past, now before COVID, that could be your history. But now, you need to create something new for yourself. Create your future. Creating your future is nothing but my yesterday's resume and today's resume, can that be a value-added resume? What have you learned today? There are a lot of online courses. If you do that certification and be ready that in the technical, any kind of the hiring technology that you have, you post it, this is what I have done. These are all the courses that I have done during this period, and this is the benefit that I am having. This is where I will be able to implement this learning. You have created the value for yourself. So, I was thinking, if I am creating a value for myself, how would I measure this? How can I picturize this true value for myself? I could not find any other picture than this. One's true value does not have a shadow. Your true value cannot be copied by anybody else. Your thinking, your capability, your true being yourself on your thought process cannot be copied by anybody else. Your work can be copied. What you do, your assignments can be copied. Your project can be copied. But your capability to think, being creative cannot be copied, because that will stand like this fire. So, do you create a true value for yourself like this fire, which does not have a shadow, which cannot be copied by anybody else? So, my invite to all of you is that, number one, be innovative. Number two, create true value for yourself, which cannot be copied by anybody else, but it lies with you creating the light for yourself. The strength, the capability, the competencies that you have cannot be copied by anybody else. With these thoughts, I was also thinking, what else that I can slightly add upon? This is almost coming to a closure now. With this last thought, I will close my session. YouTube has been a lot of learning platform it creates a lot of learning platform for us. Anything that you want to know about any process, you can get into the YouTube, be it cooking or going to a place or finding a process, anything you want to get your driving license renewed, everything you can do that. But versus my tube is what I want you to think about it. My tube is that as an individual, what have I contributed? What kind of journey that I had in the past? Question yourself. What kind of YouTubes that you have created for yourself is what will define your job creation. If you have not created your tube of the past, which helped you to build your competencies, then you are a job seeker. So your MyTube should have all your past experiences. Appreciate that. Do not demean any of your experiences. Put all those MyTubes that are contributing to build my competencies. Today onwards, at least, if you think that my experience in my college, my experience with my faculty members, my experience with my college mates, make them as my tube as experiences of learning. With my family, with my society, make them as experiences of learning that my tube will define your value creation. But wonderful opportunity as students. Now we are in virtual, but still even being virtual, I also want you to think, can we look at our tube as classmates together? What are my learnings here? Am I being innovative? Can I challenge my colleague to be innovative? Can I challenge my own classmates to be innovative? Combine that, create our tube. Every class, if you create an hour tube of your contribution for that year, that is being new something, creative something that you are contributing to yourself, to the college, to the classmates, everyone, and to the society. That's amazing. So, in a nutshell, technologies will come and go. New technologies will be there every time because change will be happening. It is my choice to face the new technologies. How am I going to face the new technologies? One, my thought is very simple. Be in office. Have that being in office. Do not miss out on value system. True, create a true value for yourself. True value is that adding value addition to your resume, which cannot be copied by anybody else. 3 years, my tube, that in combination of our tube will create a job for you, which will actually help you to fetch the job for you in the world across in any corporate. Thank you very much for the opportunity given. And if you have any question, or we can go ahead with the rest of the session.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a pleasure to listen to you because our times when we have been learning, there was a concept. That concept was there is an interview that is being conducted, interviewer-led interviewee, and interviewee-led interview. But today we learned a new concept. That concept is rather seeking a job or creating a job. This is really amazing for us that you are finding out how to create a job for yourself and the various tactics which a student should learn in order to create a job. And I'm really, thankful for a new concept again, YouTube versus MyTube. That was a really delighted and amazing to listen to you, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful, enlightening speech on the concept of, new hiring technologies, as well as basically what kind of qualities one should have. Thank you. Thank you very much on behalf of SD College and ICT Academy for being there on the portal. May I request now Principal Dr. Balraj Thapar to welcome our worthy Vice Chancellor for the inaugural remarks, and our Society President for the presidential address to enlighten us with their kind words. Thank you very much. Principal, sir.
Esteemed Professor Rajkumar, Vice Chancellor, Punjab University, it's a matter of great pleasure and pride that a person of Professor Rajkumar's stature and eminence is amidst us today to inaugurate the HR Conclave. He is Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, Chandigarh. Professor Rajkumar is a distinguished academician, researcher, educational administrator. He completed his PhD from Banaras Hindu University and he did his D.Lit from University of Lucknow. He has been Director, Dean, and Head of Institute of Management Studies, BHU Varanasi. Professor Rajkumar has mentored more than a dozen PhD students, published many books, and published more than 100 research papers in the journals of national and international repute. He is a chairman of various decision-making bodies of most prestigious institutions, such as PGI MEA, State Higher Education Council, RUSA, Chandigarh Region, Innovation and Knowledge Cluster, He is the member of Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi, and member of UGC expert committees. Under his leadership, Punjab University has been adjudged as the best university in the country by US News World Report Ranking 2019. In 2019 NRIF ranking, university bagged 21st position. Under his leadership, innovation and incubation has got the major thrust in the university. We could not have found a better person than him to inaugurate this HR conclave and new hiring techniques. We are deeply thankful to him for sparing his valuable time to be with us on this occasion. His words of wisdom will be source of inspiration and guidance for us. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Any function without the blessings of the head of the home cannot be completed. With the same tradition, because we all are the people from the Indian culture and traditional grounds, so it becomes imperative for us to have the blessings of the head of the people. May I request the president of the GGDSD College Society, Shri Upkar Krishan Sharma ji, to have the presidential remarks for the seminar. President sir, over to you, sir. I think the voice of President sir is not audible. For a second, I think going to verify what's the issue.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. You are audible, sir.
Dr. Professor Rajkumar, VC Punjab University, Professor Sanjay KAUSHAL, DCDZ Punjab University, esteemed Vijayan, Head of ICT Academy Operation, Dr. Kenneth Jaisal, Vice President HR TCS, Dr. Baljas Thapar, Dr. Dhingra, Director PMLSD Business School, distinguished panelists and participants. My greetings to all of you. It's a profound privilege of GGDSD College Society that college has organized in collaboration with the ICT new hiring technologies. I have just listened to one lecture and I am flabbergasted. 58 years back, when I was doing engineering from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh, we never had any placement cell. No company used to come to the college, and all of us, while looking for jobs, either used to look up for the government jobs or in the army, and sometimes some corporate houses we will approach to get the jobs. But a lot of changes have taken place ever since, because there is has been always a need for matching the requirement of the industry and business with the academics. And there has been always a gap in between. When we were hired, the companies first started, okay, now you are inside the company, let's train you up to meet the job requirement. But today, the situation has changed. The companies are coming to the colleges or the institutions, and especially in the professional colleges like engineering, management schools, And now the same concept has been extended to the degree colleges also. Our own SD College Chandigarh has been having a placement cell for the last 15 years, and the various companies do visit us and select some people. But the changes, as the changes in technology are taking place, and the mismatch has to be bridged between the what academia and what is the requirement of this industry and corporate houses. Such an enclave is going to be very useful and beneficial to the students as well as the faculty. It is very heartening that we had entered into a agreement with the ICT, and ICT has been doing a good job for our students and faculty members by organizing various webinars. I am sure that all of you participants will benefit from the deliberation which are going to take place during this enclave, and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. चलो बोलो.
Thank you, President Sir, for your kind words. It's always indeed a pleasure for us, all of us, to have your blessings. Thank you so much, sir. Now, may I request Vice Chancellor Professor Rajkumar, Punjab University, to have the inaugural address, please. Vice Chancellor, Punjab University. Yes, VC sir, some technical issue in terms of joining. That's the reason that he is not able to find. Just 2 minutes, the technical problem is being resolved. Let me just have a, by the time, have a just brief about SD College. This SD College is known for its academic activities and having a lot of feathers in its kitty. One of the top 100 colleges, SD colleges into, and more than 95 plus percentages. If I would say that 99 plus percentages are admitted in BCom, it may not be wrong, but yes, I'm just saying for the sake of that, yes, 95% plus people are getting admitted. But yes, we are the first one in the region after SRCC, and we are into a lot of creating opportunities for the students because of the vision of our respected president sir and principal sir. These days only we have been able to place our around 25 students in the Deloitte through our placement officer, and E&Y, Ernest and Young, has been a regular feature for admitting the students in our SD college. This seminar is in the line only because we have been focusing on admitting the student, giving the jobs to the job seekers, and being this a degree college, it is always challenging for getting the people placed into various good organizations because it's a transcend degree. But yes, in the transition also we have been able to successfully place many people into the kind of the important organizations whereby they are able to hone their skills and able to get into various challenging positions. And these days, that's why we claim we have a lot many strong alumni base whereby they are doing excellence in various aspects of the various aspects of or domains of the life. Because of the technical issues, some technical issues which have been faced, and because of that reason, VC sir is not able to join in the conference room. By the time I would request Director PMLSD Business School, Dr. KL Dhingra, to have kind words for the organization for 5 minutes, because since this PMLSD Business School is a arm of SD society, and it's an endeavor which we have created for the organization to move the people from the graduation to the master's degree. 5 minutes to you, sir. Please be brief in 5 minutes, and you can explain about the PMLSD Business School.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thapar, and dear faculty colleagues. It's a great opportunity for me to brief you about PMLSD Business School and the course which we have started. You are aware that PMLSD Business School has been set up by GGDSD College Society, which has got achieved a lot of academic excellence over the last 47 years. I think you are just highlighting about the achievements of GGDSD College. And we have started AICT approved 2 years PGDM course from 2020-21 onwards. We have gone in for AICT because AICT gives the flexibility to any institution to fine tune the syllabi and make it relevant with the passing times. So why we started this year and not last year, though we got AICT approval for starting PGDM last year, but the management decided that we'll first create the infrastructure, we'll first create the facilities, and then we'll start the course. So we started the course with the approved strength of 60, and we have almost finished the first semester, and we are going to subject our students in the first semester examination from 15th December onwards. We have tried to fine tune the syllabi in line with the syllabi of not only UBS, but with the leading management institutions in the country, say IIMs or the other prestigious institutions. And we have got the specialization in 4 subjects right now. These 4 subjects or these 4 specializations are in the field of finance, HR, marketing, and entrepreneurship development. We have also got the plans to increase the sanction strength to 120. We plan to apply to AICT for increasing the number of seats from 60 to 120. The moment AICT portal gets opened up for applying for the increase in the seats in the month of January. So we are the first institution to start PGDM course approved by the AICT in Tri-City of Chandigarh. The other institutions which are already there in the management education field, they are basically giving the MBA degrees. But fact remains, I have seen most of the corner rooms in our country, most of the MDs and CEOs who are basically heading the multinational companies or the leading corporates in our country, they are having a PGDM from the leading management institutions. A university may be having maybe a graduation, maybe post-graduation in many areas, and MBA may be one of the degrees or postgraduate degrees which is being offered by a university. But for a management institution or management institute like IIMs or XLRI or Xavier, PGDM or the management education is the only education which they impart. So therefore they are in the niche. And we have also recruited our faculty members, which bring a lot of experience of teaching in the different leading institutions in the country. And we have also got a long list of guest faculty and also the faculty which come as industry expert and interact with our students. We are also in the process of tying up with the best corporates in the country to have the internship and the placement of our students. And we are very confident that we are going to replicate the success story of not only GGDSD College, but probably we are going to be a step better than the GGDSD College in the days to come. So anyone who I think
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dhingra Saab. It has been indeed a great pleasure to listen to you on this platform. It has always been nice to listen to the people from a stature like you. Thank you very much. May I request Mr. Vijayan, Head Academic Operations of ICT Academy, who is responsible for the implementation of largest government projects and CSR programs. He has successfully implemented more than 25 large projects across India. Mr. Vijayan plays a pivotal role in implementing projects in the areas of skill development, faculty development, digital empowerment, and entrepreneurship development. He is responsible for entire project management life cycle, including project acquisition, planning, budgeting, and implementation, which involves trainers management, content management, student acquisition, course delivery, and post-training activities. So Mr. Vijayan has more than 30 years of experience in project implementation and operations, having working with leading technology-enabled education company. We have a pleasure to have you, sir, from the ICT Academy. So over to you for your keynote address, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Vijayan, over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. A very happy morning and great day to all who are present here in this HR conclave, which is being hosted by Goswami Ganesh Datta SD College Society. We are indeed privileged to be associated with the institution and being honored to have Goswami Ganesh Datta SD College as one of our member institutions. Before getting into my keynote address, let me thank Professor Rajkumar, Vice Chancellor, Punjab University, Mr. Upkar Krishan Sharma, President, Goswami Datta SD College, Professor Sanjay Kaushik, Dr. Balaji Tapar, Principal, Ganesh Datta College, and Dr. K.L. Dhingra, PMLSD, Director of the Business School, who are here present in this HR conclave. A very warm good morning to each of you. Secondly, I thank each of the speakers who have today consented to our request and have always supported ICT Academy in all the initiatives that we take. And whenever we request them to be as speakers to share their thoughts, they have never hesitated, and they have been our strong supporters in all our initiatives that we take in order to support and give our services to the institutions, to our member institutions. So thank you very much to Kenneth from TCS, Colin Bruno from HCL Technologies, Ms. Julie from EC Group Datasoft Private Limited, Mr. Vinod Kumar, MC Wayne, India Limited, Dr. Devashish Satpathy, GMHR NBCC. Thank you very much to each one of you all once more on behalf of ICT Academy. And just before I get into this, let me just give a small introduction of ICT Academy. ICT Academy is a not-for-profit society which has actually been initiated by the Government of India in 2009. In 2009, the Government of India initiated and asked every state to start an ICT Academy in order to take the latest technological trends to the engineering and arts and science institutions. That was a time when the Cognizant Technologies Vice Chairman, who is now as the ex-Emirate Vice Chairman, and he took the initiative of starting ICT Academy. in association with the state government and the Government of India. So that was the objective of the Government of India, to start an ICT Academy where it should be a PPP model, where we have the participation of the private and public in order to take the latest technological trends to the institutions of across the country. So this initiative was started in Tamil Nadu, and then looking at our model of operation, our model of skill development, Niti Aayog, the planning commission body, acknowledged our services, our contribution to the skill development sector, and prompted us to start ICT Academy in every state. And that is how today ICT Academy has branched out into 10 states, and we are now operating in 10 states. Now the model is, the objective of ICT Academy is to enhance the competency, to the knowledge of the faculty in the arts and science and engineering institutions, keeping in pace with the latest technology trends, help the student community to be ready for employment, whereby we train the faculties in the latest technological trends, which again transpires back to the students, and thus the students are benefited. So two main objectives: faculty development and creating a new generation talent pool. This is being supported by our other initiatives, our 7 strong pillars, which is the faculty development, student skill development, we have entrepreneurship development, we have research and journals, we have youth empowerment programs that we conduct, industry institute interaction, and digital empowerment. These are our strong 7 pillars which enable us which facilitates us to contribute to the academic fraternity. So that's how ICT Academy, that's the objective of ICT Academy, and we are striving on all fronts to accommodate the technology giants, the corporates whom we talk about, who are the source of the trending technology. We accommodate them, we partner them, and take latest technology to the engineering and arts and science institutions, giving them all resources that our partner corporates gives us, help the students and the faculty to be in par, at pace with the latest technological trends. That is the services of ICT Academy, which we are continuing to do. And today we have about 856 engineering and arts and science institutions as our member institutions, who are benefiting from all our initiatives that we take and help them grow, help the students get ready, and that is why we create new generation talent pool. Now, this being the initiative, we also, as I told you all, one of our strong pillars is the industry institute interaction. So with the help of the corporate partners across the world, we are able to conduct such conferences. Today we are having a HR conclave. We are able to bring in leading corporate HR leaders from corporates in order to deliberate regarding the latest trends, latest hiring trends. That is how ICT Academy is able to support institutions in organizing such great conferences for the benefit of the faculty as well as the students. So we are very happy and proud, and on behalf of ICT Academy, let me record this, that we are privileged to be associated with Goswami Ganesh Datta SD College as a member institution, and we are privileged to have services done of this type in order to benefit the faculty and the students of the institution. Now, coming into this new hiring trends, the HR conclave, which is being organized today. 10 years back, we would not have thought about we ordering groceries online. We would not have thought about giving applications online for a career. We would not have thought about where the companies ask us to connect on LinkedIn to apply for a job. We would not have thought about it at all. We were only thinking about writing our resumes on a paper, walking all the way to the companies, walk corridor to corridor, corporate to corporate, looking out for a job, submitting our applications in a Dropbox, and then wait for the call letters and things like that. But today, what we thought will happen only in 2025 or 2030 has already started to happen in 2020. Thanks to the COVID-19, which has made the use of technology in all cylinders of our lifestyle. Today, technology is being used in all cylinders of our lifestyle, in the corporate functions, in the company's hiring trends. Everywhere, technology is playing a fantastic role and making work look simpler, making tasks simpler. That is where automation plays a role in hiring, in the hiring sector. Today, augmented reality, virtual reality, cloud, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, big data, and robotic process automation. All these technologies play a few certain roles such that the whole recruiting cycle is being made very, very simple. And that is what today we are talking about, new hiring trends, that is new technologies that are in the hiring trends. And that today we have the leading corporate leaders who are here today to discuss with y'all and let y'all know, keep y'all at pace on the latest hiring trends which is happening in the corporate world. Whether even if you take the 5 leading corporates, whether it be Microsoft, or whether it be Google, whether it be Facebook, whether it be the topmost 5 technology giants today are pouring money into HR technology, and that this HR technology is going to see a very, very drastic change. We are going to see a lot of changes happening in the hiring industry. Today, you would be able to even attend an interview when you are traveling itself. That is, today it's called as mobile hiring. That is also possible. Okay, so that is the way technology has influenced even the recruiting industry. So today we have with us 5 leading speakers who will be deliberating and making all of us understand on how automation is now looking into the hiring trends. And thank you very much for being part of this HR conclave, and we are very much privileged. I thank my colleagues Mr. Anand Babu and Avi Sharma, who has taken the lead, coordinated with the institution, and made this HR conclave possible. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Avi Sharma. Thank you, Dr. Tapar. And thanks to all the speakers who are here today to deliberate on this new technological hiring trends. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Vijayan. Definitely, I would just say or keep it on record, your team is really amazing, especially Mr. Anand. In terms of all kind of aspects, he is always available. Definitely such kind of people take the organizations always on to the next heights, and I wish you good luck that having such kind of people as an asset in your organization. Thank you very much for your kind words and a great of endeavors which you have started over the period in developing, nurturing and educating the education industry. Thank you very much, Mr. Vijayan. I am excited to introduce participants, the next speaker of this conclave, because the one which is a pinching point for all of the people, that is called money, financial. And thanks to ICT Academy for bringing this person onto the podium, to the platform, Mr. C.S. Sudhir, CEO of IndianMoney.com. and we have been hearing him, via YouTube channels or, his endeavors. But this person today, we are going to listen to him on our live webinar. I'm really, excited to listen, and thank you, the organizers, for bringing him on this platform. And this is really an opportunity for the students to listen to him. Mr. C.S. Sudhir, having a vision to build a nation that is financially literate with investment-savvy citizens. A gold medalist in economics, achieving an entrepreneurship program from Stanford University, having experience of more than 14 years, Mr. Sudhir started his career with ICICI Prudential Life Insurance and later on moved to Howden, India, where he served as the regional head. In the year 2008, he founded Suvision Holdings Private Limited, the sole promoter of IndianMoney.com, India's only financial education company. He is the first generation entrepreneur who has built IndianMoney.com from scratch in 2008. And yes, definitely over the journey of 12 years, we have seen Indian Money growing, scaling new heights, and that is really amazing. And no company can grow without the right people in the organization. So we would be definitely getting two benefits at a one stage, that is called financial wisdom plus how to select the right people in the organization. He has taken up this mammoth task of educating common man on various financial products in the simple and easy to comprehend language. It helps the common man with easy to consume capsules of financial education so that they are not cheated by any intermediaries. So now the company educates over 15,000 people over the phone call every day in 8 Indian languages. 15,000 people, that is every day. It's really amazing. It aims to educate 1 lakh people through online education and robo advising. Having a lot many credentials in his kitty, C.S. Sudhir has been one of the leading speakers for next generation digital at RBI's digital banking event, and his famous workshop Be Wise Get Rich. This is an amazing discussion whereby many people get benefit. And one of the panel members for the Digvijay news channel, he is into the finance related discussions. And this person, Mr. C.S. Sudhir, has been endorsed by Center for Financial Inclusion at Action's research on innovative product and services drive financial capability through behavioral changes funded by JP Morgan. And this all is done by the company IndianMoney.com, which has been founded, nurtured, and today in a mature position under the able guidance of CEO, Mr. C.S. Sudhir. Over to you, sir. This is amazing. This would be amazing experience. Please, sir. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Sudhir. I did not mention you in my address. Thank you very much on behalf of ICT Academy for being here with us in this HR conclave. I'm very sorry that I did not mention you. Yeah.
Thanks for the invitation. My pleasure. And thanks for the kind introduction. When we talk about money and job, in fact, many people think we work for money, so it's all about getting a job. But I want to tell you, while we hire people in companies, we actually ignore this part. We look at their academic credentials, we look at their intelligence, their aptitude, their logical reasoning, all such things. But there is a new trend around the financial health of an individual. Because if the financial health of an individual is not good, this guy will not be efficient, productive at work. I'll give you a simple example. Just think about it. When you're interviewing a candidate, you get to know that this guy has, a credit score of, let's say, 400 out of 900. What does it mean? This means this person has borrowed money and he has not repaid on time. Now, when you hire him, the chances are very high that this guy might be always chased by those bank people, the collection agents, credit card collection or loan collection agents, which means this guy will not have peace of mind. So my suggestion to students is to ensure that while you build your career, you build your profile, never compromise with your financial history, the credit history. It should never happen that you borrow money just to meet all your, just to spend on your luxuries, lavishness. Because many of us, we borrow money for no reason. I mean, like just to spend on travel, tourism, or just to spend on our gadgets, which are actually, not so important or can be postponed. My only suggestion, see, when we talk about money today, we do 5 things with money, right? We earn money, we spend money, we save, we invest, and we borrow money. We always work about, earning more money, because we think, okay, if I earn more money, I'll be rich, I'll be fine. That's wrong. There are a lot of people who make a lot of money, but then they are not happy, they are not peaceful. Apart from earning money, you should learn how to save, spend, invest, and borrow wisely. So when we talk about saving money today, many of us, we think, we'll save money once we are done with all our monthly expenses. Then you will never get to save money. So my suggestion, please save first and then spend. So commit yourself to a monthly, a fixed amount of saving as soon as you get your salary. Second, spending. So today we spend a lot of money on our wants, but you should spend only on your needs. If you really want to have a good, credit history, if you want to build your, build wealth, then you should spend on your needs, not on your wants. So how do you do that? This is something I told my wife when I got married 10 years back, that you should, when we go out for shopping, you can buy whatever you want, but whatever you shop has to be decided at home, and that should be in the shopping list we prepare at home. So which means whatever is there in the shopping list, you can buy. Whatever is not there in the shopping list, you should not buy, irrespective of what comes there. So because many times what happens when we go out for shopping, we buy things which are not really required. So make it a point that you buy, you make a shopping list and you stay committed to it. Don't buy things just because there is discount, there's offer, things like that. And then when it comes to investing as well, we invest money today because of obligations. Don't do that. Invest in the right schemes. I've seen employees in different companies. Today, they're not able to focus on their work just because they've made some Ponzi investments, and today they've lost that money, they've lost peace of mind. I think if we get hospitalized, if we get some illness, we are still fine. If you suddenly lose your hard-earned money, you go mad. Literally, you lose your patience, you lose your calm. So that should not happen. So make it a point that you invest in the right investment schemes. And borrowing money also. Today, many of us borrow money for unwanted reasons. Please don't do that. I've seen people borrowing money to get married. Instead, you get married in a simple ceremony. Why do you want to waste money, for your marriage? That should not be done, right? So I think if you can take care of your financial health, if you develop financial discipline, then your credit history is taken care, credit score is taken care, which means you will become a good employee as well to the company. So when we talk about hiring people, there are 3 kinds of jobs. One is a physical job, wherein, today, as Sir was mentioning now about the delivery. So today, Amazon, Flipkart, or all these Swiggy kind of food delivery platforms, they use a lot of delivery boys. What is their job? It's basically a physical job, right? I just go around and I do it. Do I really have to use some intelligence here? No, it's a very simple job. It's a simple physical job. So that's one part. The second one is a clerical job. What is a clerical job? A bank cashier or someone who got to do a simple monotonous job every day. There is nothing new. You join a job and you can keep doing it for a very long time until you wish to develop, right? So that's the clerical job. And the third one is intellectual job. So we are now moving away from that, the old time to information age today, right? So since we are in an information age, if you really want to have great career ahead, then it has to be intellectual job. So it's not that I'm degrading physical and clerical jobs, but those are equally important. But what may happen soon is these jobs may get replaced by machines soon. Just to give you an example, all these food delivery companies or Amazon, Flipkart kind of e-commerce companies may soon start replacing human delivery boys with drones, right? They may deliver through drones. They may deliver through kiosks. So it may happen, right? You have seen Amazon store in the US, where they say there is not even one retail, a shop guy. I mean, there is not even one cashier. You go, you pick whatever you want, it gets charged, and you come out. So these trends may replace a lot of these physical jobs with machines. Similar way, clerical jobs, like companies of our size earlier used to have at least 30-40 people in accounting team just to take care of accounts. But today we work with 2-3 people in the accounts department because everything is automated. There is nothing to do, right? So you don't really have to maintain ledgers, no physical entries, everything is automated, right? Similar way, a lot of other clerical jobs like in the back end jobs, even the banks. If you have seen, today we are coming up with branchless banking, right? I mean, it's been, I think, I don't know when I visited the bank branch last time. So a lot of these clerical jobs may also get replaced. So why am I sharing this with students is because I want you to think how you can build your capability so that you become intellectually strong, so that you have bigger opportunities, as you move in your career, because the opportunities are plenty. Today, India is not suffering from unemployment. My friends, today what's happening, we all play that victim game by saying, hey, there is unemployment. Believe me, there is no unemployment. It is just the unemployability, which means we don't have the required skills to grab the opportunities available to us. So we need to develop that kind of skill set required to grab the opportunities available. In every sector, we have opportunities today. In fact, many people say COVID destroyed our opportunities. That's actually wrong. Because of COVID, we got new opportunities as well. So as Sir was mentioning, what we were expecting to happen by 2025 or 2030 has happened today. So now you have two options. Again, play that victim game by saying, oh, COVID has destroyed the opportunities. Because many students, they try to play the victim game. They mentally, psychologically prepare themselves to tell their parents, tell their family members that, hey, because of COVID, now there are no jobs. So they sit at home and watch TV, enjoy. Please stop it. That's not right. COVID has actually given bigger opportunities as well. So let's look at the positive side of it. Let's not, I mean, I know there are a lot of people who are suffering because of it, but let's help each other. Like as an entrepreneur with about 2,000 plus team members working with me, I have a big responsibility. COVID destroyed my business as well. One of my business vertical came down to zero revenue, overnight. But we were okay. We took it on the positive side. So we launched a new product that scaled from zero to a big number, within a very short span. So all I'm saying is, all of us have to have that positivity and think about the growing India story. We all have a big responsibility. I mean, all of us think about that, just that individual centric. Okay, what do I get? What about my family? What about my income? What about me? I think as we are seeking jobs, as we are looking at building our career, we should also think about how is this going to impact my society? How is this going to impact my country? I'll tell you why. India in 1990 had almost same per capita income like China. But today, China's per capita income stands about four times of India. Why is that? India ranks number 5 in terms of GDP. As we are a globally out of about 183 or whatever countries, we are like about the top 5 countries, top 5 economy in the world. But then in terms of per capita income, we stand 139th. Now, should we blame the government? Should we blame the people? Now, I mean, when I meet a lot of people, like, we have that mindset. Like, I was recently interviewing the chairman of VRL group. VRL runs India's largest logistics company. They have about 5,000 trucks. And he was saying about 500 trucks here are parked because there are no drivers. And when we reach out to those drivers, they say, government is giving free ration till November, so why should we work now? I mean, this is the kind of mentality people have developed. So now the new hiring trends, as I said, we will have more importance and more opportunities in the intellectual side. Clerical and physical are going to be contract stuff. If you know, I think Amazon, Flipkart, or all these companies like Swiggy though doesn't, I don't know how many people they've got on their rolls, but they don't really pay, they don't really have that full-time employment for delivery boys. Why? They are only signing up contract employment, 3 months, 6 months. During Deepavali, they hire more people because they know one day they're going to replace human with machines, with drones. Similar way, clerical jobs. A lot of clerical jobs are contract based, but intellectual jobs, they want to retain you. So now you will have to get stronger intellectually. So I have some suggestions for you around that. If you really want to grab opportunities in the intellectual space, I mean, if you want to design a product, create a new product, build a company, kind of such responsibilities if you want to take. Number one, I want you to learn. So now learning has to be a continuous practice. It should not happen that, it stops. See, there are 3 kinds of learning. I mean, this is something which I practice myself. Number one, someone teach you, you learn. Like I'm talking to you now, you may learn something out of it, right? And your teachers will teach you, you learn out of it. But that's a very, very small amount of learning we get. Like I stopped, I finished my graduation in 2006. Then I had a year-long education in Stanford. But otherwise, I'm like done. After that, I never got to go back to colleges, right? So it's like whatever I've got now, it's all because of the second one. That is, I read, I watch, I observe, and I learn. So first one, someone will teach you, you learn. Second one, you observe, you read, you watch, you learn. These 2 are good, but not enough. The third one is most important. That is, you think and learn. All these inventors who created big things, all these guys like Sundar Pichai, who became the CEO of Google, or Satya Nadella, who became the CEO of Microsoft. These guys, they didn't just limit their knowledge to what was taught to them or what they read. They moved one step ahead and they thought, they thought and learned. So you have to think and learn. So you have to think and learn. That's the third step. That's very important. I want you to focus on that. The second thing, so one is learning. Second one is you need good people. You should always have good people around you, because you get shaped up, right? I mean, you become a better person. Companies want to hire you only when you shape yourself as a better personality. How do you become a better personality if you don't have better people around you? So what kind of people you need? I always say that you need 3 kinds of people with you. Number one, you need, a great mentor. You can choose your mentors. The great coach. It can't be one. It has to be many. So there are mentors. You may not even able to meet them or talk to them. So like, for example, for me, Ratan Tata, sir, is a great icon. Dhirubhai Ambani, sir, is a great icon. I mean, I follow them, right? But I never got a chance to speak to them, right? So does it stop my learning? No. What do? I read their books. I watch their videos. So you have to have various mentors. You have to take their good things. So it's not that you copy them as it is, but take the good practices, whatever can be replicated, take it out from them. The second kind of people you need is good friends. Like I want to be a great businessman. So I need some business, friends of that kind, like my friends who studied with me in Stanford. So now we have a group, right? We keep interacting. Similar way, I've got, my other batchmates or other friends across various platforms, forums. So I reach out to those people whenever I need some help, or they reach out to me whenever they need help. So we create these leadership labs. We keep interacting. So do you really have such friends with you who are as ambitious as you are? Because many times we make friendship with those people who are not ambitious, who are not, who are not so, skilled, who doesn't have anything to share with us. Or, I mean, like we waste a lot of our time with wrong people. Don't do that. Have right people with you. And the third one is, which is important, very important, I'll tell you. See, you can choose your mentors, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your followers. They choose you, right? You can't choose your followers, they choose you. So when do you see people following you? Only when you are best, when you're good. You're someone who's who's doing good job, people will follow you. So many people think, hey, I can have followers only if I become a celebrity. That's wrong. You have a younger brother, is he following you? Do you have a younger sister? Is she following you? If your own younger brother or younger sister is not following you, that means you're not doing good in life, right? If your own, you're studying in a college, you are in final year graduation, second year graduation, I mean, what about those first year students? Are they following you? Are you doing something good so that they follow you? I don't say when they say, when they follow you means they become your disciple. I'm saying they follow your good practices. If you do some small good things, right, they follow you. So do you have such attributes where people encourage, people appreciate, people follow you for that? So I want to see such things happening at every level. That's when you build a better country. So this is the second one, the people part. So you need learning, you need people. The third one, you need continuous motivation. Many people think someone else will come and motivate me. That's wrong. Believe me, if you want to learn new things, you want to stay committed to your mission, you want to grab bigger opportunities, like Sundar Pichai, who went to US, who joined Google, and he worked as an engineer initially, or he went to IIT. So now everywhere he had many opportunities to deviate from his purpose, right? He could have wasted his time traveling around. I mean, maybe just partying with people. But why did he focus? Why did he do what he has done today? It's because he stayed committed to his mission. That was because he had that motivation, that intrinsic motivation. So how do you get that intrinsic motivation? I call it a social motivation. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you're studying in this college today. After 15, 20 years, it happens that you go to, your college is celebrating 50th year or 100th year, anniversary. And suddenly they invite all their old students. I mean, let's say now there are 10,000 old students. All of them have come back to the college. Now you are also sitting there. All 10,000 students are in the auditorium or on the ground. Now the dean of the college will invite 5 old students of the college to the stage. Just 5. Now, who are those 5 old students? Those who have achieved big things in life, right? So now you ask yourself, where do you want to be? Do you want to be on the stage or do you want to be in the audience gallery? Now you will get to the audience gallery, you will get to the stage only if you have accomplished something. So this one thought will give you goosebumps. It keeps you motivated. Hey, I should do something better. I should do something better. All right. So my suggestion, my friends, the hiring practices across all companies, across all sectors is bound to change every day. New things are coming up. Don't worry about, what company is expecting. You should always worry about making yourself a better human, better person. Upgrade yourself. So one last thing, I will end it. See, there are 3 things behind a successful person. I mean, if I am successful, if someone is successful, there are 3 things behind us, right? One is a dream. What is your dream? No? What is your dream? What do you really want to become? The second one is talent. God has given us some talent, whether these two are aligned. I mean, like the God-given talent and my dream. God-given talent is to become a singer, but my dream is to become a dancer. And I don't know dancing, or my body doesn't really support dancing. So you need to have a balance here. So probably sooner you discover what is your talent is good, God-given talent. And the third one is very important, acquired, hard-earned skills. So which means there is a dream, there is a God-given talent, God-gifted talent, and your hard-earned skills. For example, now for me, my dream is to become an entrepreneur. My dream is to become a successful entrepreneur. My dream is to create employment. Now, I have got some God-gifted talent. I speak really well. I know I can write well. So I have some skill, God-given gifted talent. Now, what did I do? I started acquiring skills. So I was speaking well, but I started speaking better because I practiced. I learned better. Then I started reading more. I started attending different sessions. I started, having so many mentors. I started interacting with them, and I became more disciplined. So these things are important. So you have to have a dream. You have to have, so you once you have a dream, You should know what is the God-gifted talent which supports the dream. And then you have to acquire the balanced skills required to make that happen. Then you will be able to achieve anything. So the job opportunities are plenty. Don't worry about it. You just have to think whether you want to grab a physical job or a clerical job or an intellectual job. You want to grab an intellectual job, then you have to transform yourself. Sky is the limit. India is the most happening country. We have amazing opportunities because everywhere you see problems. Every problem is an opportunity. So make use of it. I really want to see you all do well. Thank you so much for the invitation. My pleasure to talk to you all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sudhir. It has been really very enlightening to listen to you. The things to learn and the takeaways today, positivity of COVID, which is a new thing. People are suffering and feeling it's something which is very, difficult to survive. But you have shown us a new path that is called positivity side, which is going to really benefit the students. Intellectual capability, 3 types of job, which normally students, they keep on studying and they do not realize what kind of job they are going for, whether it's a physical one or the other one. Then the important which students are missing these days, that is called choosing mentors. Really great to know about that, because mentors are really important to have in the growth story. And then having the keep requisite skill gap, which is these days students are going for, and then personality improvement. And I really love to quote here what you point out: teach to learn, read, watch and observe, and then learn and think to learn. I think we all miss read, watch, observe to learn, and think to learn, because thinking hamari jo hai, that has been eaten by the social media, Facebook and all that, and we are not really thinking. We are not able to sit free for some time. That is really amazing. And then intrinsic motivation, social motivation. It has been really enlightening and enriching experience for us. Mr. Sudhir, this is really a great lecture from your side. My students have definitely, they have given me a lot of feedback on WhatsApp. Sir, this is really amazing lecture. And really thank you very much with regard to your efforts, your presence on this seminar. I'm really grateful. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All the best to all students. Thank you.
Thank you. Please. Now, students, it's the time to invite the think tanks. And that think tanks who are into the panel discussion which would let you know what are the exact ideas which you should focus on, and whereby you can focus on some questions. You can ask the questions by sending me to the WhatsApp group which we have made for, and then I will be putting your questions to the panelists. So may I request and have the opportunity to welcome Mr. Colin Bruno, HR Talent Acquisition, HCL Technology, Ms. Julie Krubavati, Senior Manager, HR EC Group Datasoft Private Limited, Mr. Vinod Kumar, HR Manager, McMahon India Private Limited, Debasi Satpati, General Manager, HR NBCC. From the side of the Goswami Ganesh Dutt SD College, as well as on with the association with ICT Academy. I welcome you on behalf of all the students, sir, and I really believe that students are going to get a lot of benefit today with your kind discussions. We will be first, I would request our one of the panel member who would be throwing a light for the given time frame for 20 to 30 minutes, and then the next speaker I would request to, if my students would ask specific questions, I would request in once you finish it up, or at the end of the discussion when our all four panel members do finish. Mr. Colin Bruno, Talent Acquisition Group, HCL Technologies, who is a blending of 2 things, engineering and management. He is bachelor in engineering plus MBA, and certified business analyst, a mentor of more than 20,000 students during this lockdown through the webinars. It means you have not been, sitting idle. I know corporates doing the corporate jobs, but mentoring the students, really amazing, sir. Having mentored various colleges for their career guidance, he has been a resource person across India to the people. Key advisory jury member for One Yes Technology, mentoring the hackathon in various colleges. Proven track record in recruitment and analytics. Had been in leadership position for Taisam Madras, Tamil Nadu Catholic Youth Movement. Featured in Udayam Foundation YouTube channel for exceptional service towards society. Mr. Colin Bruno, we welcome you heartily in the seminar. Over to you, sir, please.
Thank you so much for your warm welcome, sir. Thank you, Vice Chancellor. Thank you, President of the colleges, and initially the panel members over there. So initially, I take this time and the opportunity that you have given to address another one more college across in my in the country, adding to my kitty. So it's my great privilege to have you. Having me over this platform. So let me just shortly brief about. Myself. I'm part of an HCL group, completely taking care of an recruitment and in across all the domains, starts from the analytics to healthcare division to FNA. There are a lot of divisions, so I'm the one part of an HCL track team taking care of different verticals into recruitment. So I guess I'm the very young HR professional sharing the screen, sharing the virtual platform over here. I can say there are a lot of eminent speakers who come across, and I've been shared the seat along with them. So it's a group. It's very excellent opportunity that ICT Academy has given for a lot of budding people who was coming across the way. And the new topic that we have selected on this today is, the new hiring technologies. This is something which I wanted to address each and every students over this platform. It's very, very important over this pandemic situation, or the current situation. So as what the last eminent speaker also told about, COVID has given lot of opportunities. Trust me, guys, this is a real fact. Many of them are, in a mindset that COVID has taken lot of opportunities. Yes, of course, there are some opportunities that has been laid off. That has been way off from our own life. There are some job cuts were happening, but as for the students, this is a very fantastic opportunity that COVID has given to us to excel ourselves. So now the complete digital era has involved. So if you look at the new hiring technologies previously, so everything has happened. So when I say the hiring platform, the concept remains the same. For example, when we say the HR, when we say a recruitment process, starting from the requirement gathering, sourcing, screening of profiles, face-to-face interview, virtual interviews, and the kind of an assessment and selection, background, onboarding, everything remains the same. The concept remains the same, but the methodology is slightly improving towards a technology from each and every part, whatever that has been happened over last 20 years, 30 years. The concepts are the same, but the methodologies are different. Methodologies are keep improvising. Okay, what is that something called as a methodology? These methodologies something called as a technology. Okay, how a student wants to equip yourself, how a student, as a student, how you wanted to excel yourself to this current technology, that is a big question mark. We all know there are some students who are in a mindset that because of this COVID, there are placements, a lot of placements are cutting down. Because of this COVID, there are a lot of job cuts happening. But trust me, guys, foreign freshers, foreign students who are on the you are on the college, you have a lot of opportunities in the market. It is not that you would have been seeing a lot of recent press conferences that lot of companies are still taking the freshers, still taking the candidates, still hiring the candidates for their company. So it means what? It means, so there are a lot of opportunities, irrespective whatever the situation, irrespective of this corona period. Yes, there are a lot of companies are recruiting in this technology with using the technology. Being as a student, what you must be knowing on the new hiring technology, how you need to equip yourself in this new hiring technology. Okay, I'll let me just give you a small example, or let me just give you a small highlight how this technology as something as that has evolved. One thing, I hope you all know the job portal of Naukri. See, I don't want to promote or something like that. I just wanted to give you a highlight. What is this kind of an updation? What is this kind of an technology the new job portal has taken over? We all know the Naukri platform. See, we used to upload our resume into that, and the seeing the profile of yours, and the HR recruiters will give you a call back. Now the technology has evolved. Now the technology has simplified its version. The recent updation that they have given is, the video profile, the profile that is called as a video profile. This video profile will easily defines you what exactly you are. For example, if you are blindly putting up 2 or 3 or 4 pages into a Naukri, this Naukri has come with a very unique way, like how our the first speaker has given with the word called Innoface, like Innofi. The same thing, the Naukri has come up with an the video profile. So this video profile, automatically you can able to tell about yourself, what is your thoughts and what is your portfolio, what you are specialized into, just a single minute of that's it. Rather than going through all the complete profile, the new technology has evolved. So that is why I'm telling you guys, you need to update towards a technology. See, now everything, if you take about HCL, everything is taking in virtual platform. This virtual platform, there are a lot of candidates. You need to make yourself available, get ready for this virtual interviews, get ready for this virtual platforms, get ready for this automation world. How you wanted to build yourself? There are a lot of opportunities that are coming across us. You need to build your qualities towards this technology. You need to build your own qualities. You need to create your own portfolio, as what the first speaker has told about, like YouTube and your own tube. You need to build your own portfolio. You need to sell your own, your profile. You need to create your own branding. You need to, if the opportunities, each and every opportunities that you are getting, you have to make use of that, guys. You have to make use of that. For example, let me just put you in this way. For example, if as being as a student, the initial way that you need to create to attract the virtual internships, to virtual interviews, virtual opportunity that are coming across, you need to start building up your own portfolios. When I say own portfolios, we are all sitting in the same classroom. For example, if 60 students are there in a classroom, we all put up in a classroom assessment seminars, or even if it is in a semester exam, so we all get going through that. But how effectively, how unique, how individuality your presence is and matter. So among 60 people, you guys have to be very unique. How you wanted to be very unique, so you need to update to the current technological skills. When I say management student, start developing your each and every skill sets towards the upcoming future. If you don't build your skill sets right now, if you don't build your skill sets, in the college period, companies are not ready to hire you. Previously, the method of hiring, the method of hiring each and every companies are facing, they followed is, the company will directly come to you for an opportunity. They will hire you and they will train you in their company. Now the situation is not like that. Now the situation is completely different. The companies, the industry are expecting from the students to, you have to know the things, you have to know, you have to learn the things. So only with that the companies are ready to take you, and with that, whatever you knowledge you have, the companies are invest more on your learnings, whatever you have in your thing. So don't simply trust, yes, I have completed my studies, I have very good CGPA, the company will hire me. No, it is zero. It's absolutely zero. Yes, academics are very important, provided your skill sets are more effective, more important than your academic scorecard. So make sure while being as a student, make sure that you develop your skill sets while being as a student. That is something very important in this current hiring methodology. No companies, again, iterating, no companies are ready to hire you with zero skill set. As what our last speaker has said, many of them are telling the India has a lot of unemployment. No, there is a lot of unskilled employers, unskilled persons. What this unskilled are creating a pathway, creating a sector called as an unemployment. Provided if you have a good skill set, provided if you have a good knowledge, then there is no word that is called as an unemployment. So each of the students should develop yourself in the developing your own skill sets. That is something very, very important. This COVID has given lot of opportunities, guys. There isn't, if you just go through the lot of online platform, there are there are online virtual platforms are there to equip yourself in terms of developing your own skill sets. So this, when you develop your own skill set, then there is no word something called as an unemployment at all. There are a lot of opportunities. This COVID has given you a lot of opportunities, but being as a student, you know, when we all work, doing a work from home option, when we all as a student, when you all learning from your home, you have enough enormous time that you can self develop yourself. Self development is something very much important. You all can blame your lecturer, you all can blame your professor, that my professor hasn't given you a lot of insights about so and so. What is your part of self development? You need to self development, you need self development program. Create your own blog, create your own portfolio, create your own branding. Sell yourself to a recruiter, sell yourself to an HR, stating that yes, I do have my own portfolio, this is my portfolio, this is my content, I have enough knowledge in so and so, I have enough skill sets for your requirement. Sell yourself. Money doesn't matter, your skill set matter. The companies are ready to pay for your skill set within 2 or 3 years, within 4 years. If a candidate is good enough, he is directly put up in a very good position. You can ask me one thing: why IITs, IIMs, and tier one colleges are paying higher? Why the tier 2, tier 3 colleges are paying lesser than that? If you just ask me that question, guys, the important thing is skill sets. What is something apart from the college that you're learning? That is something important. The brand value of, not, I'm not telling about the institution, I'm telling the brand value of yourself. If you can be in tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 college, but the branding that you create yourself, that branding can easily sellable in the market. So irrespective of tiers of the college, irrespective of the institution, irrespective of what a professor is teaching you, irrespective of where you come from, irrespective of what you learn, your skill set, your self branding, your own portfolio, this can be sellable in the market. This can be this can be more effectively usable in the market. So don't worry about your institution, don't worry about your professor, don't worry about where you come from, whatever it is. Start your own thought of self developing yourself in this current situation. You have enormous time period, you have lot of opportunities. Make sure you have creating a wonderful opportunity in order to uh, make you placed over each and everything. Okay, so on this note, the new hiring platforms in the different platform, in the different industry, has been given a lot of opportunities for each and everyone to you to grow. So make sure you develop your own portfolio, you develop your own branding, and sell your own branding to this HR, sell your own branding to the recruiter, so that you can easily get a job in this, even in this COVID time period. So I wish you all the very best, guys. So to motivate yourself, self motivation, that is something very important in this situation. So we might lose our motivation in terms of giving away. So don't lose your opportunity. Upgrade yourself, update yourself in terms of developing your own skill sets, update to the technology, update to the current platforms, so that you are easily sellable in the market. Don't fear about the technology that is evolving. Humans can be replaced by by an artificial, but any which ways, that artificial, you need to create that artificial. So that is something very important. Each and every student should know about your own self branding and your own portfolios. So with this, I conclude. I wish you all the very best for your future, and I thank this ICT Academy for having me over this platform. Thank you, moderator. Thank you, each and everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Colin Bruno. This is, from SD College, the host of the seminar, and we are really enlightened to listen to you on unemployability, the gap, which is skill gap, which is happening these days, new hiring technologies in the changing times, and learning new aspects and new things. And we do understand that not only academics but yes, the new things are important, which is needed to learn. The one important thing which is quite very good takeaway for the student, which you mentioned, that is called focus on own skill set and having a own branding, that is called creating a brand value, learning apart from the college, and many more concepts. So there are many questions which students would like you to elaborate, but I would be putting it in when there happens to be 4 speakers are over, because that would add the value, because one question and 4 answers would be very enriched for the students. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your enlightening lecture. Now may I request the second panelist and the distinguished member of this seminar, Miss Julie Krupavati, who is an accomplished HR professional over 12 years plus experience and expertise in all HR functions. She, as part of her career, has worked with Fortune 100 organizations. This would be really enlightening, students. You are going to listen to a person who has worked in Fortune 100 organizations, those organizations which have been the member of the Fortune 100 companies, and with exposure in different industries, which has helped her to understand the various HR practices as well as dynamics of different industry. She is currently HR manager for EC Group Datasoft Chennai. She holds master's degree in business administration from Jaya Engineering College, Chennai, and bachelor's degree in English literature from Bhartidasan College for Women, Pondicherry. She has also completed postgraduate diploma in human resource from Pondicherry University, as well as she is a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certified professional, and now in the process of NLP certification. This would be amazing, ma'am, to listen to you, and I am sure that my students are going to get benefited a lot. Thank you very much, ma'am. Please, over to you. You can start.
Thanks so much, sir. Is my voice audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay.
You are audible, please.
Thank you so much, sir. So what a day to start with, like amazing speakers, Kenneth sir, so they call in like, I am actually learning a lot from the amazing speakers, like along with the students. Like I want to tell one thing, like I am new to the public speaking actually. The person who has actually impressed me for public speaking is Kenneth sir. My public speaking journey started in January 2019 when I first listened to amazing speakers. So sharing my screen with Kenneth sir is one of my prestigious day. So thanks for this wonderful opportunity, ICT Academy. Thanks. So mentors play a various role. Very important role. Like I'm very proud to say, like people like Kenneth sir as actually, I mean, like molded my career so well. Thanks so much for this opportunity. So I'm not taking much time in introducing me. You have given a brief introduction about myself. So actually, the lot of things what Kenneth sir has told, Sudhir has told, Colin has told, I have actually created a PPT which will be more clear. So I'm just sharing my PPT with you now. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
It is not visible. Is it visible now, sir?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. So I want to start with a little bit of survey because like this will help you to understand how recruitment is happening for the past few years. Because with this platform, like I would like to take my speech here with. So this states like Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, because like this is an Arts and Science college, so I would like to take it with that. So if you take in 2020, like out of 100, nearly 48, 47, 34 people have got recruited in Arts and Science. Overall, the employability ratio is like 45, 47, 46. So it is more or less stagnant. This report I have taken from India Skills Report 2020. So if you see like there is a huge gap, skill gap between what the employer expects from the students, from the budding professional community. So what are the skills that is required to build this gap? So that is very, very important. So while speaking, like people were telling like academic marks are not important. Like I would like to say that once again, there is a long conception which is prevailing in the student community, like once you get a very good mark, you will get recruited. That's actually not true. We actually go to college. I would like to emphasize as a foundation, because like we go to college to learn something, to acquire knowledge. It is not only for marks, but now it has become a trend. We are going to studies only for getting marks, but with that, like there is no use at all. If you take like after 10 years, after 20 years, if you see me, like what marks did I get in my UG or PG, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. But what skills I have, what knowledge I have, what attitude I have, that is creating a future for me, that is creating a brand for me. So what you need first of all to build to bridge the gap is your academic skill. Like you learn for knowledge. It is not for marks. That is the first thing I would like to tell. The second thing is the attitude. The attitude plays a very, very important thing for a bright career, because like people from different industries, they come, they get marks, they actually join. But if you take like only the attitude makes them to the top level. So we have so many people, example I can tell Kenneth sir itself, like the attitude, the way he speaks, the way he responds to the students, like that is very, very important. As well as like the positive thing, like there can be any situation that we can face, like corona, like this COVID situation. We can take it as a negative situation, we can actually take it as a positive situation. But what did I do in this period, in this 8 months? How did I use it effectively? I could have wasted my time. I could have also used it in a positive way. So the attitude, we might cross any kind of situation, but how we respond, that is very, very important in our life. The third is branding. I think like Colin Pro has spoken a lot about branding. You see, like I can actually tell as an example. If you see, there is a chocolate. it's a very sweet chocolate if you take, I mean like Cadbury's if you take, but without the ad, well, whether it would have been got popular. So branding makes a very, very important thing in expressing ourselves to the job market or to the employer or to any other people. So branding doesn't belongs like how we represent us. It is also like how we know about the company, how we know about ourselves, how we represent us, our profile, our network, everything becomes. So creating our own branding, creating our own portfolio becomes very, very important in today's scenario. So we need to see like what is I'm specialized into, what kind of value addition that I can do to the company. So what kind of branding I should do. So how should I represent. So all those things plays a very, very important role in molding yourself for a bright career. As well as like your skill is very, very important. It is not only like employability skill, it is actually life skill. Your communication, how you communicate, it is like your English communication as well as like how you speak, how you express your ideas, how the other person understands, your empathy. So how you are understanding the other people's feeling, empathy. And also communication doesn't tell like what you have to tell. It is also like listening skill. So you have to have a proper listening skill to listen what the other people is telling. So take notes, grab that in the mind. So communication plays a very, very important role. And collaboration, like collaboration is an advanced form of teamwork. Like earlier, like it was like you do this kind of job, I do this kind of job. So now it is not like that. Whether that person is available or not, like we have to do the other person's job also. Like so, the collaboration plays a very, very important role. Like how collaborative we are with the other people. How we are understanding them, so how we are taking our organization's goal to success. So collaboration plays a very, very important role. Then the critical thinking. The critical thinking is like we have lot of people coming out, students coming from the college, but what makes them different? It is not like 100 people telling the same answer. It is like one person who actually thinks differently. So that innovation, that creativity comes with the critical thinking. So that plays a very, very important role. So now like Google is there. So whatever thing like we need to search, like we are just going to the Google and searching, but we are actually not searching in our mind. So we have to first search like what solution can I create with this problem, for this challenge, for this opportunity to create. So we have to do that. Then only like Google, exploring Google should be the last option. So we should change that habit of Googling. So that is actually a wrong habit. Then your problem solving skill. So how creatively you are, you are coming to a solution. So what are the facts and figures that you are analyzing? So nothing should be taken in a, just like that. We can't take any solution. Like we have to see the fact and figures why this is happening. The problem became and a reason. So all you should see. Then only you should come to a solution. Then adaptability. Like this virtual platform is a very good example for adaptability. When Corona came, when COVID came, when all the process stopped, like people didn't stop proceeding with the whatever things that has happened. My company, they didn't stop their recruitment. The onboarding happened virtually. Schools, even my son, he's a 4th standard, but he's attending classes online. So everything became so changed. The teachers who doesn't know anything about Google Meet or Zoom, they started taking classes in Zoom platform. They started to learn technology. So adaptability is very, very important. Like when you get a new opportunity, when you get into a new situation, like how adaptable you are to grab that particular opportunity. So that plays a very, very important role. So these are the things that can bridge the gap, your academic. So the knowledge that you acquire through your academics, your attitude towards different situations, your branding, how you create your portfolio. So how value addition, how unique you are. So those kind of creating specific brand value for you, your skills. These are the bridges. These are the things that is very, very required to bridge the gap between how efficient you are in, for the employer to recruit you. So you see, like I am telling you a lot of things that you should do, you should have that, you should do this. But I will also tell you a method how to do this. So this is a method, like you see, like we are doing everything, but when we get a clap from other people, when we get a clap from our friends, when we get a clap from our bosses, like Julie, you have done this is very amazing thing. I actually get so much motivated. You see, that clap gives us so much motivation. So what should we do to our life to get that clap? So this is a methodology which I have created for you to better understand that. C stands for challenge yourself. L stands for learning continuously. A stands for ambition, and P stands for plan. So I have already told you this academic, attitude, branding, skills. So how you should develop all these things. In case if you feel like, oh, I am lacking in communication, how should I develop? Oh, I am lacking in branding, I should want to, when Sudhir said like a person is interested into singing, but he wants to do dancing, there will be a mismatch in his what he wants to do and also what he is capable of doing. So there will be a mismatch. So how should we rectify that so that we can bridge this gap? So I have told what are the things that you should do. So this is a method to identify like how should you improve all those things. People think like my friend is my competitor, my relative is my competitor. Actually the competition is not with your relative, your friends or your colleagues, your competition with your own self. Like yesterday my profile was like this, how my profile is now today. So what have I done in my life to change what I have done today to change my life? So you have to constantly challenge yourself. So that plays a very, very important role. For that, there is a method called a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, like you would have, read in for business kind. But SWOT analysis can be done for your personal life also. So you have to understand like what is my strength. Okay, I am very good in programming. I am very good in singing. I should convert that as an opportunity for me so that I can get a better career. Okay, I am lacking in communication. I don't know how to do my branding. Then you should do steps to overcome the communication gap. You should do steps to do branding. So when you avoid those weaknesses, that will avoid the future threat for your life. So SWOT analysis, you should have to sit and work. Like people would have told you, Julie, like you are very good in this, you are very good in people management. Like when an employee comes to you, like you can easily canvas them, you can easily console them, you have that ability. People who told me this in my English literature, I actually understood like, okay, this is my strength, I am very good in people management. Then I thought of doing HR. Then only like I did my BA English literature. From BA English literature I did my MBA HR, which is a huge career, which is a huge shift. Okay, so when you do, you actually analyze, you choose your good career path, and also like when you understand your strength and when you do that, like it will be a motivational factor for you, as well as like you do that with lot of enthusiasm. So start understanding your strength. Okay, so convert that into an opportunity. Then start understanding your weaknesses. Your weakness can be your communication skill, your weakness can be your critical thinking, it can be your creativity thinking, your problem solving, it can be anything, creating your own brand value. So anything that can be. So to come across like what should I do? Okay, I am lacking in communication, then I should practice 1 hour for my English speaking. Okay, I'm lacking in critical thinking. Then I should do my online courses so that I can improve my critical thinking ability. So what are the methods that I can do? So when you have to start analyzing, like okay, this is going to be my weakness for my future. How should I eliminate that so that it will not become a threat for my future? Then allow yourself to be interested in people, mentorship, networking plays a very, very important role in today's market. Hiring trends, you see, like the topic itself is current new hiring trends. I mean, like previously I used to send my profile, like I used to take Xerox copy, courier to different companies. I wait for opportunity. I wait for their, I mean, like letter. Then it got developed to a mobile. Now, like everything is happening through mobile. Okay, so I mean, like I mean, like I said, like calls we used to get through phones, mobiles, but now everything is happening in mobile. So even the recruitment, your LinkedIn profile plays a very, very important role. Start, I mean, like you might have interest into certain area. So see people like who can be a good mentor for you. Like they need not come and teach you. Seeing their LinkedIn posting, seeing their latest updates, like you can learn a lot of things. So LinkedIn plays your LinkedIn profile as well as your networking as well as learning from these mentors will allow you to challenge yourself, learn a lot of new things to yourself. So first of all, start challenging yourself. Don't compete with other person, compete with you. Like you should be a better person from yesterday to today, from today to tomorrow. So that will be the first C. Then L stands for learning continuously. We started learning at the age of 3. Okay, now like even now like 30 plus I am learning. Even like 70 plus, like you should not stop the learning process. The learning need not to be like we have got a lot of new techniques. Like previously people used to feel like I'm sitting reading books is creating book, but now like we have a lot of online platform where you can get lot of online books. So start reading. Reading can't be stopped at all. You can start with magazines, articles, so attending industry talks, seminars, as well as like your online courses, your degrees. Like you see, like when a child goes to a school, like she goes like I'm learning something new. But when we become an adult, like we change that. I already told you, like we change when we go as an adult, we change it to marks. We don't have that attitude like I'm learning something new. So remember that, like have the attitude of a child. Like the child says, like I have learned A for apple. She will not tell like I've learned A for apple for my mark. It is like I'm learning something new. So have that enthusiasm in learning. So when you have that, like one person, like sir told the joy of learning, like Kenneth sir, when he was telling like the joy of learning, when you understand the joy, then you will automatically start reading books, you will start reading articles, you will start attending seminars, you will start taking notes. So everything will happen automatically. So develop the joy of learning. So that is very, very important. Then A stands for ambition. It is scientifically proven, like when we have an ambition, like you are actually 30% already succeeded, like in that. Okay, when I did my MBA, I thought like I should enter into an IT company, I should be a HR manager. So when I had that ambition, like I started, like it is already done. Okay, I started visualizing me as an HR manager, so it is already done. So you should have that ambition. Okay, I want to become this. It can be a long-term ambition, it can be a short-term. You can actually divide your ambition, your goals into short-term and long-term. Long-term can be like, what am I going to become in another 5 years, another 3 years after my college, something like that. So what am I doing now to improve myself? Whether I'm improving my communication, whether I have done my online courses, whether I've completed my college semesters properly. So all those short-term goals you can have in your life. So this ambition will give you the motivation factor to run the race. Like it is like you are actually challenging the race for yourself. You are not actually challenging the race for any other person. Then P stands for your daily action. Okay, I am challenging myself. Okay, I am having goals. I wanted to read articles, but if I am not doing that every day, then it is of no use. So your daily action towards attaining yourself to a better person, to challenge yourself, should be your daily action. So when you set like 1 hour, I will be spending some time for me, like let it be the same time every day, like anything can happen, like you should do like 1 hour for me. I will spend this in my general affairs. I will see like what is happening in the current trends. I will see like what is happening in the job market. I will improve my communication. I will improve my general knowledge. I will attend online courses. So everything you should have like a schedule, like that is for your personal growth. You see, like we are thinking like, okay, 1 hour, what is this going to make a big change? But to be very frank, to sit for that 1 hour is the biggest challenge in the current trend, because we are already deviated with a lot of mobile, Facebook, Instagram, so a lot of deviations we have, but we are actually disciplined. When we are actually disciplined in our personal growth, like that 1 hour will be like 365 hours in your life in a year. So if you think like 365 hours of self-improvement, of self-investment, like all that change that will create for your personal life. So when you do that, like you are going to change into an amazing person. It is going to transform you to an amazing person. So this is like a method which I wanted to tell, like to bridge the gap. Clap. C, challenge yourself. L stands for learning continuously. A for ambition. P for plan. So learning continuously, have ambition, guys, have goals. So the sky is the limit. Like don't demotivate. Like okay, I can do only this. Nothing like that. You can actually, like dream. The sky is the limit. So, but when you practice that daily, you can easily achieve that sky. Then these are the success tips that I would like to give. Like you are in the college life now, like there is already corona, like what did you do this in this 8 months? Like, okay, when I didn't use this 8 months properly, okay, that's okay. Like what you are going to do from now onwards to change your life. So I wanted you to concentrate on these things so that your life can be changed. The first is your online certification. But I would like to say, like, don't do certification just to increase the, just to add that as in your profile. Don't do that. I'm doing the certification, what value addition that is going to make in my life, with that, what value addition that I can do to other person's life. So choose certifications like that. Okay, I want to be a programmer. Like if I study Python in addition to my studies, I can become a Go analytics so that I can become, okay, then do Python. Like choose studies based on that. Don't simply. So I would like to recommend like lot of online courses, Udemy, Coursera, Pluralsight, TED, like you will get lot of information, but these are the other three are the online certification courses. Like you can actually enroll. This comes in a, discounted rate also, like very minimal amount. So when we spend lot of amount in other things, like it comes in free cost also. So but the amount you spend, the time you spend is going to make the difference. So invest in online certification, learn, develop your skills using this. Then your internships, industry visits and all, like concentrate on that. Like now everything you get in Google, okay? So I want to do internship, I Google it, I take 5 things, I just copy and paste, my internship is over, my project is over, my paper presentation is over. Don't do that. For that you need the thinking process, like, okay, I'm doing this internship, what I'm going to learn. So sit and think like what is going to change. So take that as a challenge to yourself. Don't copy from websites, nothing, like you do like on your own. This will be a game changer. So industries, industrial visits. So when you go for industrial visits and all, like see like what is happening there, analyze like what is happening. So what all the things that you are learning, make a note of it. So that will be very, very useful. Then your project work. So whenever you get an opportunity for paper presentation, everything, like you need to work on that. So I have told like lot of things for your self-development. So recruitment trends, hiring trends, like if you take like 10 years before, I sent my profile through just like Xerox paper, like through papers I sent. But now, then I myself sent through email. I created an email ID, I started sending. So the recruitment trends can change, okay? Now the AI is playing a major role. Like I'm getting 5,000 application for for one job, I'm getting 5,000. But AI, your natural language processing, through natural language processing, like my AI is shortlisting that 5,000 profiles and it is giving me like 10 profiles. Okay, this will be the 10 best matches. My recruitment trend has been changed. My work has changed. So with predictive analysis, like I can see, okay, this person will be the best fit for my company. I can actually see like what is his social media presence. Through everything, my recruitment has changed. Now the work has changed. 1 year before, I used to go to office, but I am doing everything sitting at home. I do onboarding, I do recruitment, I do PA, I do learning, I do training and development for my employees, everything through remote. So my recruitment trends have changed. But what you need, like this is, now I am telling all these things. In another 2 years, like even this will become so much advanced. The hiring trends will again change. But what you need is like these skill sets, the learning capacity, the adaptability skill. So when you have all those things, when the recruitment, when the hiring things changes, like you will be easily able to grab, you will be easily able to adapt to the latest technologies. Okay. So invest on your self-development. Don't see like what is the recruitment trends. Okay, you can, if you have those skill set to yourself, like you can actually learn a lot. With this, I actually complete my session. You can reach me through my LinkedIn, Julie Krupavati. You can ask me any kind of questions here also. Like in case if you want any kind of help from me, you can approach me through LinkedIn. I'll be very, very happy to help you out. Thanks so much once again for the opportunity, and I feel very privileged to speak along with my other co-panelists.
Thank you so much, Ms. Julie Krupavati. That was an amazing lecture, self-explanatory PPT, moving from the skill set required, what is the today's environment, and the amazing part was CLAP. And that is really, self-explanatory. The students could get it, what is really needed in this life's challenging life, and then success tips which are required, whether it is artificial intelligence or whether it is changing hiring trends and the attitudinal part. Ma'am, this is really great to listen to you. And students do have the questions. Yes, definitely we will be asking you on behalf of the students once I finalizes the other panelists, and once this is all over, we will be having the questions. And I have the opportunity to request Mr. Vinod Kumar, HR Manager, Macwan India Private Limited, who is a vibrant, performance-driven professional with 18 plus years of rich and combined expertise in journalist, human resources, and industrial relationship management, with key focus on change management and organizational development. Having earned a degree of BCom and then subsequent management professional, MBA, and he has been a strategy architect, credited implementation of innovative path-breaking human resource initiative to streamline processes and capitalize on organizational growth opportunities. A creative thinker, luminary problem solver, decision maker who balanced need of human resource arrangements with the organizational mandate, proficient in modern human resource practices, activities, setting priorities for improving the competence human resources. As I have been known, he has advantage of working in various industries, LMB Group, and then Bharat Benz, and then S&T Engineers, and then Ambebe Apparels Private Limited. A lot of learning from you, sir, and we are very much aware that you are great in talent management, talent acquisition, HR policies, and I would request you to kindly share those secrets which you find out while searching the talent and then acquiring the talent, and to my students, so that they can have the benefit of those secrets and can get secure future in the years to come. So Mr. Vinod Kumar, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So my presentation is visible now?
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Yeah. Respected dignitaries, other panel members, and my dear student friends. Hi everyone, and this session continuing past 2.5 hours, and today are discussing about new hiring technologies. Of course, other speakers has taught you about how to prepare yourself, what to learn, how to learn, and how to equip yourself to getting a very good career path. And now we are going to discuss about what are all the new hiring technologies are there in the market, and how you want to equip yourself for cracking your interview with the new technology. Well, a small introduction about HR technology changes. So HR technology is changing and it is making wave among the companies at smaller and larger level. When you look at the current recruitment, that change will be the only constant. Of course, are happening around the recruitment. Yes, of course, the principle or the remains same, and only the process it's getting changed in the recruitment process. Again, you want to prepare for getting into your dream company. So let us going to see that what are all the new trends in the recruitment. Why technology? We should know that why technology is required in recruitment. Technology is the way of life practically for everyone in all industries. In the field of recruitment, the impact of technology is becoming more pronounced in terms of enhancing the hiring experience for both the candidates and the recruitment team. Yes, of course, just think about your previous banking experience. If you want to take your money, you want to be in the queue at the bank at least half an hour to take your money, and whatever may be the transaction you want to do with the bank, you have to visit the bank and you have to meet the people and you have to spend the time. Now it has been technology enabled. You can able to do your banking from your sitting place, and you can able to do your banking with your mobile apps. So the technology has given you a lot of experience and enhanced your experience with the banking. Likewise, the technology is required for recruitment also. So we have some good technologies in the recruitment era. So what are all the latest trends in recruitment we are going to see, so that you can prepare well for your dream job. Big data, it's a new trend, and using data making hiring decision, it's not a new concept. Yes, of course, a lot of data is used in the organization for taking some decision. The recent technological advancement have enabled business to churn out the massive amount of data and analyze it at phenomenal speed, so that the recruiters are using the data for taking a decision very quicker. Today, hiring managers are using a data to make strategic and intelligent hiring decisions. So most successful companies leverage data to help them to find, nurture, manage and hire top talents. So we also use data for taking a decision to recruit right people for our company. So big data, it's a new trend in the market, in the hiring process. Then, well, we have a virtual reality. Virtual reality is another technology used in the recruitment market. Many companies have started to use VR beyond its established training and education purpose. Yes, of course, already VR has been used in the training and education purpose to the employees, but now the company is going to use this module for the hiring technology, hiring purpose. We are creatively used to enhance the candidate experience and employer branding. Recruiters use this VR to give a virtual office tour candidate, to conduct simulated situation for assessment and taking interviews. Yes, of course, earlier, what we do, we used to visit office, we used to visit corporate to corporate for applying a job. And later we started to sending a mail, and once your profile has been shortlisted, you want to visit to the company for an interview couple of times, and up to the you are getting bored on the job. Now this VR has simplified, and recruiter can process your application through virtual mode, and you can able to attend your interview where you are sitting or where you are moving to the other places. So through this new technology, you can able to attend interview very simplest manner. Now we are talking about artificial intelligence. Of course, it is a talk of the market now, and the use of artificial intelligence is becoming one of the top trends. It's slowly but strongly gaining foothold in the recruitment process. AI is a best for carrying out the most repetitive task. The recruiter will doing the repetitive work for sourcing the recruitment. Sourcing the candidates. See, normally the recruitment has a 3 stages of process. One is an sourcing stage, assessing stage, and administrating stage. And these are all the repetitive job, so that AI has given a lot of convenience to recruiter to sourcing a required profile for the company fitment, such as resume screening, which is a time consuming a process. So AI has taken over that resume screening process, so that it has been very convenient to the recruiter to do the screening work, and enabled recruitment software to help automate the process of resume screening and get you candidates that match. Other AI-based technologies like programmatic job advertisement. Now the job advertisement has been programmatic. There is no human interference, so that software has advertised their their requirement across the internet wherever it is required. And recruitment marketing also, it is happening more than the advertising. The marketing also happening in the recruitment. Job aggregators are the new concept, and interview chatbots. Yes, of course, the interview assessments also happening through chatbots. The interview chatbots respond to the candidates' questions, thus enhancing the candidate experience. AI handles repetitive tasks effectively, thus reducing the workload of the recruiters, as well as the enhancing the candidate's experience, improving the candidate experience, and saving the times of resources. Well, we are going to see about recruiting software and applicant tracking system. It's another new concept in the recruitment process. Recruiting software and ATS help increase the efficiency of the recruitment process. Today, the fact about 70% of recruiting companies use some form of applicant tracking system, say a lot about the benefit it offers in talent acquisition. ATS also helps streamline the recruitment process and enable the recruiters to manage, nurture, and engage employees. ATS will have a major role to play in the future as its limits will be challenged and its potential unlocked. So blockchain, it is we all heard about the blockchain, some form of our learning. The traditional method of searching the candidates, determining whether their worth, conducting the pre-hire verification process is normally slow in the organization. Moreover, it can be inaccurate and fraud prone. For example, potential hire can make change in their resumes according to the job requirements and fabricate their references. But in blockchain, the technology, the employee records are stored in the blockchain. The recruiters have to do is that get the candidate permission and access their blockchain-based database, which may include employment history, their educational records, and their letter of recommendation and more about their profile. So with the help of blockchain, a recruiter can successfully take off the human elements, making the employee verification process highly efficient and error-free. Now we reach to the bottom line of all this technology discussion. HR is currently undergoing a sea of changes, and this changes going to impact various functions, particularly in the recruitment. What is important here is to get solid understanding of the emerging trends in recruitment technology and stay on top of the things. Ensure that whatever changes happens, you ready to be embrace it. So with this note, I would like to thank to the college and the management for the wonderful opportunity, and I wish all the very best to everyone.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vinod Kumar. That has been very enlightening to listen to you with a clear-cut PPT, which has been quite enriched with the latest technology, whether it has been big data or whether it has been virtual reality, artificial intelligence, or pragmatic recruitment techniques, or blockchain. All the latest trends which our students would have come to know with your lecture, and that has been very amazing for us to understand. And I think we should be moving our students to prepare with such kind of the latest technology tools. How can they be benefited with these tools? Thank you so much for your enlightening lecture, sir. That has been great to listen to you. Fourth speaker and eminent speaker, having enriched with 22 years of experience from on behalf of GGDSD College, I welcome you, sir, Mr. Debashish Satapathy, who is a postgraduate in HR and a PhD in HR, XLRI product, whether it has been a graduation or whether it has been a post-graduation. XLRI, known for its, competitiveness in terms of the student ability. So we can have, really lucky to have you on the board, sir. He is having a diverse experience of 22 years, and that is specialty into various domains. His 22 years of experience has come from 5 years in MBCC, a Government of India undertaking, where Mr. Debashish is working on to the various challenging aspects and government projects. Then his experience in Radical Foods Limited, 1600 crore FMCG company, whereby he has spent 1.5 years working in Bharti Airtel for 6 years and 9 months, imparting various behavioral and managerial aspects, programs, and putting the various things into the line, working at Idea Cellular, a diverse experience, and that has made him a specialist into learning and development, training and development, and then organizational development interventions, Six Sigma, having assessment centers, competency mapping, job evaluation, that is Hey job evaluation, and then career succession planning through talent segmentation, engagement surveys and interventions through Gallup and Canexa, HR branding in campus and hiring from top B schools, psychometric test for talent acquisition, and then talent management index and people management index. A lot of to learn from you, sir. And on behalf of GGDSD College and with ICT Academy, we welcome you on this seminar. And really, it will be great to listen to you. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, this is Anand from ICT Academy.
Yes, Anand.
Debashish sir is joining in a couple of minutes time. He joined, but he got logged out. So he'll be joining back in a couple of minutes time, sir. So by the time, if there is any questions for the earlier speakers, you can put it across, sir.
Yes, there are many questions from the speakers. The question important from Mr. Colin Bruno, a student, a Sukhman from BA third year is asking, are looks part of the personality? Do they matter while hiring?
Yes, of course, personality is matters a lot, provided in a virtual kind of an interview, that also a matter. So while taking up a virtual kind of an interview, make sure that you are dressed up very neatly, groom yourself, and you also, the personality is also matters, and make sure that you have very good connectivity, because of very poor connectivity, you might lose your attraction towards an HR. So it is also matters. So make sure that we are dressed up neatly on that.
Thank you, sir. Now, one question for Miss Julie from Aditya Mandal, who is in BCom first year. He says, what will be the hurdles in future a business need to face, and to face these types of problem? What kind of skill set we need, and what will be the hiring technology a business need to hire the best with that particular skill? So basically he is asking about challenges in the future and the skill set which will always remain among the humans, or which will never change whatever the technologies would come.
I would say like the communication skill, like how you communicate. But with that, like we need emotional intelligence. Actually, the attitude and emotional intelligence will never change. So with that, like you can face any kind of situation, challenges to come across, to overcome in your life, any kind of opportunities to grab. So you need to adopt, you need to develop your emotional intelligence, which is very, very important. So emotional intelligence is nothing but basically like in what emotion we are, so how we are, in what situation am I, so how in this particular situation, how I will be reacting to this particular situation. So when we understand ourselves better, when we understand our emotions better, we'll be able to understand other people's emotions better and will be able to react properly. So I would recommend that skill to be developed. So hiring trends, like there is a lot of things that is coming into place, like now AI, even the recruitment, initial recruitments are done by chatbots. Like there are many things that is coming in. So future, it's going to be with plenty of opportunities. I can tell like these are opportunities only for the people who are going to be in AI, chatbots, all those future technologies.
Thank you, Ms. Julie, for your answer. Now, third one is from Mr. Vinod Kumar, and this is asked by Mr. Manan, who is into the MCom. Mr. Manan says, how do we justify a switch in stream in an interview? For example, I have my background in audit, but now I want to join career in HR. How can it be justified in an interview?
Basically, an education is a ticket to entering into the function. So you should have some, basic career background to becoming an HR professional. So in the case, if you are a MCOM graduate and you want to become an HR, nothing wrong in that. So what you want to do is that you should have a good understanding about HR functions. If you have a good understanding about HR functions, definitely, you can able to perform during an interview. For an interviewer question, if you are answering very much opt, so that, you can able to attract the interviewer. Also, there are a course, parallelly you can able to study HR through online mode. So now there are a lot of courses are conducted through online. So which will give you, educational background. So nothing wrong in that MCOM graduate becoming an HR. HR, it's all about people management. If you have a strong skill in people management, of course you can if you are other graduate also.
Thank you, sir. Now, this question was
middle of a meeting. Can I call after half an hour, sir?
This was a really, especially a question to Mr. Kenneth, but I'm not able to see on the board. The student has specifically tried to know a very tricky question. This is Akshita Goyal. She's in BCom 3rd. I would request my panelist to answer this. She's saying, how can we portray our weakness as our strength in an interview? Means she wants to say, if there happens to be a weakness and we want to portray it as a strength in an interview, will it be right, ethical one, or should we accept it that this is a weakness, or we should put it in such a manner that it should be assumed to be as a strength? May I request Mr. Colin Bruno first to add into?
Excellent question, which all the candidates should be having this kind of questions, whether I need to portray my weakness or not. So my suggestions would be yes. For example, you might be having some weakness in such a way whether you cannot able to tell it to the person, tell it to the interviewer, whether how they will be reacting on this. My suggestions would be, tell them in such a way that, for example, let me put it in this way. For example, if I have an kind of an demotivated person, for example, if someone is telling me something bad about that's your weakness. If you are not a self-motivation person, make sure that you are telling that yes, sometimes I might demotivate myself. Along with this, you should have to react in such a way, I'm taking a steps on that to motivate myself in order to, make justice towards what I'm doing. For example, and another kind of an example, if you're poor at your communication skill, yes, my weakness is kind of I'm lacking my communication, but I'm taking the steps towards it in order to improving the steps. What I'm taking is I'm kind of reading a newspaper and kind of interacting with my students. So this itself will gives you a lot of positive sign towards your weakness. So when you are giving an explanation towards what is the efforts that you are taking for your weakness, that itself create a positive impact towards your weakness with the HR person.
May I request Ms. Julie Krupavati to add on if there is something to add on anything into this?
I would say only if it is required in the interview, the person can tell that. Because unnecessarily, she need not tell this is my weakness or portray our weakness as a strength. There are some people who will tell I'm so much dedicated, that is my weakness. So no need to do all those things. I feel that is unethical. But if you feel okay, that's a particular job which requires good communication, but you are not having that good communication. So when people ask, okay, that kind of things you can actually say. But portraying a weakness as strength or going and telling unnecessarily, that's actually not required. Only if your job profile requires that, you can actually take that. Otherwise, not required. That's from me.
The next question is for Mr. Vinod Kumar. A student is asking how one can find importance, in when companies go for selection using the new techniques like big data, AI, virtual reality, or blockchain, what you have discussed. He wants to know that how one can make presence, that these his qualities or his importance or his innate abilities would be shown or reflected through these new techniques.
Yeah, of course, if you are getting an interview scheduled from a very big corporate and it is pre-scheduled, definitely you are going to give your interview with the AI technology, and some companies having like video interviewing. During the video interviewing, you will be completely assessed, and your eye movement with the algorithm, they will be easily catch up. Either you are presenting yourself with your caliber, or you are reading the script of something notes, so that this video AI based video conferencing has a tool for them to assess your body language and your presentation type and everything. So when you are getting a kind of pre-scheduled interview, so you should be very cautious. You have to practice well for attending the video interviews. And there are guidelines available in Google for how to prepare for a video interview. So you can learn that, and once you pick up the nutshell on the video interview techniques, definitely you can able to crack the job interview.
Thank you so much. One last question, because I can see that Mr. Debasis Satpathy has joined, but this one question is from Mr. Pyara Singh, who has raised his query to Mr. Colin Bruno. The student is asking, what actually does the skill development and self-branding means? How can you develop it? Moreover, how can get it on your CV?
Okay. See, when we say it's in self-branding, when we say, for example, if we have any kind of a product, then we can say we can brand that product. See, guys, as being a student, you need to create your own brand. For example, when I say brand, you must be having some qualities. You must be having some skill sets. You must be having, especially, for example, if Suresh is that, if Colin is that, if Bruno is that, yeah, he is a person who have this kind of an capability. So that kind of a branding you should develop. As being as a student, you must be knowing all up to date technologies, all up to date current the things which is available on the market. That is how you need to self develop yourself. That is how you need to develop yourself in order to sell yourself in the market. See, when I say you need to sell yourself, in order that you must have some potentials, you must have something in your kitty, something in your basket. So what is that something you need to create is, you as students, you need to create your own enough sufficient skill sets that is required towards an industry. So that is something called as self-development. No one can develop your skill set, just that you need to develop your own skill set. That with that skill set put up in your own kitty, then you are sellable in the market. Then you can brand yourself. When you are taking up an interview, when you are taking up an discussion with an higher folks, you can tell them, yes, I do have this kind of an potential. I know this kind of an software. I know this kind of an technological platforms. I'm updated with that. So you are selling yourself. You are creating an own brand for yourself. That is how you need to sell yourself. That is how you need to develop yourself. That is how you need to be, create and unique among yourself and be sellable on the job.
Thank you so much, Mr. Colin Bruno. Now we have with us our fourth panel member, and who is Mr. Debashish Satpathy, General Manager, Human Resources at NBCC India Limited, to whom I have introduced to my students, and having 22 years of experience, top skills, having a lot of expertise and working in the diverse fields. And I think, sir, we will be, it will be a great pleasure of us to invite you on, in this seminar. On behalf of the GGDSD College and the students, we request you, sir, to, throw light on the HR dynamics and enrich our students. Over to you, sir. Anand, just check it out whether is it because voice is not audible.
No, see, he's in the meeting room. Debashish sir, your voice is not audible.
Okay, this is for me. Should I address to the students?
Yes, Debashish sir.
Okay. Okay. Good. So, particular panel today to speak something. Okay. I'll just very briefly talk to the students about the how they should be and be available for the employment in the market, how they should sell themselves. 2-3 things let me tell you. I'll tell you because other fellow members have already spoken many things about the latest technology, AI, machine learning, and all these. I will not touch upon this particular areas. One, when you are facing an interview in a campus interview kind of scenario, most important is that you are able to sell yourself. And I'll tell you, when I was doing campus interviews in IIMs and XLRI, I find all the students are smart looking. All are having blazers, all are with tie. Then how to differentiate? So 2-3 things I'll tell you. We catch this and we differentiate them from others. One is how they have done their summer training. Summer training is an area where we are able to catch the student to understand the real depth of the students. The really happens, I'll tell you. We first question we ask them, it was given to you. जिसको है वो खोना. कि company में कुछ है project चलो एक. So it's important thing to understand, because sometimes there should be a combination of your interest as well as the summer training is concerned. That's an important aspect. Is it something different which before your summer training? Then third question, when you did this presentation to them, who are the people present? If the students, the company has given it seriously, that company has your suggestion implemented in that organization or replicated in any other organization. So that's an important thing. And from this 4-5 questions, we can able to catch a student how serious he was in a particular summer training. Please utilize this 2 months, 3 months, whatever summer training you are doing seriously. So that's an area, that's the time only when you get some practical exposure and you are able to present yourself before the organization. There could be a pre-placement offer also if the organization is very, very happy with you. Number 2, another important aspect, let me tell you, when I was going to XLRI for reaching to the college even I had shortlisted also. These are the 3-4 candidates. I'm going to pick up one out of them, or 20 candidates, because in the train or in the flight, identifying based on the extracurricular activities which you mentioned in the so now everybody is good in academics, and even if somebody is not in good academics still he can pick up in future, because your Maslow's need theory or Herzberg's two-factor theory or ERG theory, it's not going to work in the corporate sector, corporate organizational setup. What is more important is that how you are agile, how you are active enough, how you are doing something extra than your curriculum which you are covering in the organization. So if you have led the students in a dramatic club, if you have initiated some programs in the organization, there is a project in which you are a leader. So these are the things which really add to your CV, add to your curriculum, yourself before the prospective employer. These are the things which attracts their attention, that yes, this is the boy, apart from his studies, he has also shown interest. Because in the organization, let me tell you, it is more of leadership than your content knowledge. Even if you are excellent in your domain knowledge, but you don't know how to deal with the people, you don't know how to mix with the people, you don't know how to lead the people, then you are nothing for the organization. So this another thing which I wanted to communicate is this. Next important thing which you need to understand is that almost all the organization, whether it's a COVID time, there is a online interview which is happening, or it's through machine learning, they're understanding your capabilities, or through AI, they're trying to understand your capabilities. Very, very important is the psychometric test which they're doing, whether it's online or offline. And in the psychometric test, because there are so many students, it's not possible to really interact with each of them for an hour or so. They hardly interact with you for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The psychometric test, which is now developed, whether it's a FIRO-B or Thomas profiling or MBTI or 16PF, these are all very nicely dependable instruments which can talk about a student's capability, his behavioral pattern, at a crisis situation, how he's going to behave, at a tough situation, how he's going to deal, how he's going to respond to a particular situation, right? So these are the things which, so if you are applying for a sales function, then the psychometric test is also designed to understand your selling skills, your agileness. If you are applying for a HR position, they will be trying to understand what is the empathy level, whether you are empathetic towards other or not. If you are applying for a finance skill, then attention to detail, that could be one of the competencies which they will be looking for. So I have just given you the brief about as an employer, and I'm serving for NBCC, which is the biggest construction company in the organization in public sector, having Indian overseas operations. So I talked about summer training, which is very, very important to understand and to get yourself ready. Second, I said about the extracurricular activities, and third is psychometric test. Now it's over to you. Yeah, from my side it's over. Now it's over to the panel members.
So thank you, sir. Thanks for this very, very short and sweet presentation. Over to
Anand, thank you so much, sir, for your kind, valuable presence in the seminar. I could see that, sir, you are in the car traveling and still you are finding time for us. We are really obliged to have your commitment on the board related to my students. I am really enriched to have your presence on that, which you pointed out, that is called summer training is important. And that is what we have been telling our students, that these days academics are not important. Extracurricular activities are really important. Joining clubs are important, and having domain knowledge is playing factor, but the crucial factor are the other factors. And then you mentioned about psychometric tests, sir. This is really a great enrichment point for our students, whereby they would be looking into in the future. So great of you, sir, on the various points, and we are really happy to have you. from the GGDSD College and ICT Academy. We are really thankful to you. I would request you to stay, sir, with us for another 5 minutes because there are 2-3 questions lined up from the students. So may I have few questions from on students' behalf, sir?
Sure.
Sir, students are asking that there is always a imbalance which they are not able to manage, that is called between academics and non-academics. So sometimes they are in stuck up whether they prepare for the examinations or they go for the other activities. So at that time, which one should be preferred, whether the academic or the non-academic for that period, sir?
You see, non-academic is not an overnight exercise. That has to start the moment you enter to a college. You cannot say that yesterday night I have prepared for my non-academics and today I'm going to deliver in a interview kind of situations. When you have entered to an organization, to a college, you need to understand that apart from my studies, which are the other areas where I can get involved. If the organization needs, there is a dramatic club which is to be formed, then you should also be there. If there is a sports club, you need to be there. If there is a debate club, you need to be there. If there is a quiz club, you need to be there. If there is a industry mentorship club, you need to be there. What I'm trying to communicate is that I'm remembering I'm associated with one organization in Delhi since maybe 10 years. So that organization, the moment students join in the organization, they attach each student to a industry mentor. So what I'm suggesting is that if the students, if from the organization they are getting connected to an industry mentor, very good. Otherwise also, if they will request to an industry mentor, sir, I want handholding from you for coming 2 years, I think they will love to guide you, because each corporate world, executive gets lots of affection and lots of satisfaction by guiding the students in this process. So what I'm trying to say is that anytime the moment you are joining in the organization, you should do this. Even if you have already spent 1 year in the organization, it's still you have time to get involved in this organization, in this process. And I'll tell you, there is a survey which has happened that the students, those who are sitting in the front bench, what they become ultimately. What are the students those who sit in the middle bench, what they ultimately being, and the students, those who sit in those who are backbenchers, what ultimately happens to them. It's something funny. Don't take it serious. On a serious note, the front benchers are always become academicians in their life or researchers in their life, because they're very, very particular about studies, bookworm, what is Maslow's need theory, what is what do you call the Herzberg's two-factor theory, what is ERG theory. You talk any theory, they can answer. Middle benchers, they make a balance between the two. They study as well as they do some extracurricular activities. And generally, these are the people who become in future some civil servants, and they grow very, very fast in their career also. And they sometimes become CEOs of different organizations. Of course, many of them don't go up to this particular level. But the backbencher, what happens? Either they become CEOs or pilots of different companies, or they become vagabonds and underworlds also. So what I'm trying to communicate is that you need to make a balance between the two, the front bencher and the back bencher. They where you are talking about, you have good academic knowledge, may not be you are the topper in the class, nothing to worry. Topper in the class, I have seen, they never grow much in their career. Those who are, mid in between, right? Neither top from the bottom nor top from the top. So these are the people who grow very, very fast in the organization. So anytime, any opportunity coming on your way to get involved in extracurricular activities, please get involved. This is not an overnight exercise. It's a long-term, 2 years exercise in the organization.
Alas, sir, I can say alas, क्योंकि शायद आप मुझे पहले मिले होते तो शायद मैं बैक बेंचर होता. I had been the first bencher, and as you have been stated that professors and they go into the research, definitely. I can really understand. This is the real one which you have pointed out. Thank you so much, sir. Now, next question is from Sarabjit. Sarabjit says, as we see nowadays, more and more companies are moving towards a blend of formal as well as informal format of conducting interviews, as it helps companies to understand a person's attitude, business acumen, and communication style. How do we see this format of selecting new candidates for a corporate world?
You are absolutely correct. When we go for different companies, different what do you call the institutes. For example, I had gone to IIT Kanpur, then XLRI Jamshedpur, then your MNRSC Allahabad, then IMT Ghaziabad, then GIMS Delhi. So what we really see, the academics, that's a cutoff we take. We don't try to go for the topper in the class. If your CGPA is 7, it's okay. So it's not that only the 9.5 and above, or those who have got 99.5 percentile, we are going to have it. So even if you have got a cutoff, you are eligible for the interview. But after that, after the academics, then what next? Is that what this organization which you mentioned is doing? They are trying to understand if the boy or not, or the girl is, or the student is not. So if the holistic development has happened, this guy is able to influence others. This guy is having little dominance also. This guy is a team player. This guy is communication. This guy is also able to drive a team. So they will ask question based on your past demonstrated behavior, which is called recent past. पिछले 1 साल 2 साल में आपने क्या किए हो? एक 2 साल के अंदर एक बच्चे का, एक स्टूडेंट का जो क्वालिटी है, उसको अंडरस्टैंड इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड वी कैन आल्सो मेक आउट that this is the guy who has got involved in the sports activity. He was in the placement committee, and he has represented the college also in different forums outside. And when there was a congregation of 10 institutes together, and he was the person who was the anchor for the program. So there are many aspects, I'll tell you, to understand whether the guy is a bookworm or he has really developed himself as a holistic boy. So this organization, I salute that they are following the right path. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chandar Mohan from B.Voc, sir, he is asking a question. Would you recommend some skill set for employability in future? Because he is saying that today's time, only communication skill set, behavior, are these only important, or the academics are important? And what should skill set a student should focus on, sir?
Yeah. One important aspect is it's a cricket team, it's a badminton team, or it's a football team, or it's a dramatic team, or it's a that shows that in future, whether it will be in HR or finance or marketing or whatever areas, you will excel. This is one. But if you are a single man army, you are excelling, but as a team you are not excelling, then that's not the right which you look for. So you need to demonstrate before the interviewers that I can lead, as well as I'm a team. So there are some competence, certain incidents you need to narrate, which can demonstrate this particular skill set with you. Yeah, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. The last from Mr. Colin Bruno. The one question from you, sir, the student is asking, do e-courses are of some fruitful scenario that should one go for collecting such kind of e-courses, because these days a lot of e-courses are available from the reputed institution. Over to you, Colin Bruno, sir.
Yes, there are a lot of candidates think that online certifications are to enable their add up in their resumes, and that will be giving advantages. Please don't take it in a wrong way. Online certifications, online courses, or value added courses are to update your knowledge, update your skill set, update yourself. It is not to mean that when I do this kind of an online courses, yes, I'll be getting a job. It is no. Please don't have that kind of an understanding. If you have that kind of understanding, please exit from that mindset. Please make yourself that online certification, online courses sourcing. Make yourself mold, make yourself update. So there are a lot of opportunities are available in the online platform. Make sure that whether these courses are really helpful for me or really helpful for my career, or I do have that interest behind that online course. Only if you are accepting, only if you are satisfied with that, if that online courses makes you to grow much higher, then you do that. Otherwise, don't just for an sake, don't do that for a just for a job. You don't do that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Colin Bruno. We have witnessed a lot of corporate speakers in this seminar, and especially a panel discussion and answer to the questions, and having have the enriched experience of all the designatories, whether it has been Mr. Kenneth, whether it has been Mr. Sudhir, whether it has been Mr. Colin or Miss Julie or Mr. Vinod Kumar, or our experienced general manager of NBCC, Mr. Debasis. I really liked your aspect, sir, that you are committed and sitting in the car and you are doing so. This shows that the students should also feel the commitment in doing the jobs. Very well and enriched experience. I have the opportunity on board with us, a professor of HR, eminence personality of Punjab University, and a professor not only in terms of but by his behavior, Professor Sanjay Kaushik. I would request Madam the Dean Commerce, Madam Dr. Meeru Sehgal, to kindly invite Dr. Sanjay Kaushik, and then I would request Dr. Sanjay Kaushik to have the concluding remarks. Over to you, Madam Meeru ma'am, Dean Commerce.
Thank you, Yash sir. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, please.
All right. Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Punjab University, Chandigarh, Honorable President, sir, GGDSD Managing Society, Principal, GGDSD College, Chandigarh, Director, PMLSD Business School, Chandigarh, distinguished guests and eminent panelists, dear colleagues and dear students. Continuing with the eclectic Industry Academia Conclave, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce the guest of honor, Dr. Sanjay Kaushik, and to Sanjay Kaushik, Dean Colleges Development Council, and an honor to trace his illustrious career. Dr. Sanjay Kaushik, professor at the University Business School and honorary director of Indian Council of Social Science, Northwestern Region ICSSR, and having charge of the Dean of Colleges Development Council. Dr. Kaushik has 28 years of experience in teaching and research and is a PhD from the Faculty of Business Management and Commerce, Punjab University. He has been on the advisory board of many government organizations. Dr. Sanjay Kaushik has authored and co-authored several national and international publications, also worked as a reviewer for reputed professional journals. Dr. Kaushik is having an active association with different societies and academics around the world. He has made his mark in the scientific community with the contributions and is widely recognized by the honorable subject experts around the world. He has received several rewards and awards for his contribution to the scientific community. His major research interest involves human resource management, gender management, and banking. Welcoming Dr. Sanjay Kaushik, Dean Colleges Development Council, to give his valuable concluding remarks to this euphoric meet. Over to you, sir, Dr. Sanjay Kaushik, Dean Development Colleges.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Such a pleasure to be with all of you. My voice is clear, Yashpal?
Yes, sir. It is clear, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for making me a part of this conclave. Such a pleasure being with all of you. Mr. Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, Professor Raj Kumar, he had to join in the morning with all of you. And then the president of GGDSD Society, the principal of the college, the director of the business school, ST Business School, and of course, Dr. Yashpal Taneja, who is the Dean of the college, as well as a senior faculty member, and the Dean Commerce, Meru Saigal, and everyone who is associated with this conclave, and dear students. Once again, thank you very much for making me a part of this. And this is what I suppose is the concluding session, which we term as the valedictory session. And the kind of speakers, the last, I was just, when I tuned in, I was listening to Mr. Colin Brown, so I could imagine and guess that the kind of speakers you have and which you must have had in the morning as well, must have probably most of the things touched upon as far as HR technologies are concerned. And because generally the viewers and the listeners in this program right now are the students, and of course the interest of the students in terms of whatever, because they pursue academics and ultimately they have to move to the jobs, and they would be going for the businesses. I know most of their queries, I was listening to even the question answer session at last, so most of their queries must have been addressed to. Hopefully things have been done. I would try to make a few remarks from my own side for this program. Okay. This situation where we are right now in, it's a very peculiar situation, not a very good one, but this is how we are into it. COVID-19, we have been hearing this word for the last 1 year a lot, and everything, you talk anything, everything is revolving under this COVID-19. And so has been the case as far as the title for today's conclave is concerned, which says new recruiting technologies. Now, this COVID-19 actually has very directly affected this as well. And I know this must have been discussed a lot in the morning. One thing which has emerged out of this very clearly, most of the things have shifted to technology. The physical appearance has somehow decreased, and the use of technology, working from homes, addressing the students even has started being done from homes only. Classes are being taken from homes. These webinars and conclaves are being done from homes. And so has been, as far as, now this has been a clear indication that the technology usage, to what extent, has been started by, all of us. And hence, so as well in the recruiting scenario. And that is why when this title has been put as HR Conclave, which says new recruiting technology, that's why I say very aptly and correctly drafted title it has been. When we talk HR, here we are talking recruitment, recruiting technologies, but you talk HR, talk absolutely anything. From recruitment till separation, that is the last step when we say what actually HRM is. So anything, whether this is recruitment, selection, training, development, compensation, it's job analysis, job evaluation, performance appraisal, potential appraisal, you talk promotion, demotion, transfer, separation, you talk any component of HR, you talk IR, you talk OD, you talk OB, anything concerning HR, you talk, you will find one thing, that this technology has dominated actually. And suddenly the shift has been, and the shift has been to a very great extent. Suddenly the things have changed. There was a statement and which said rather a survey was done and which said, what is going to happen in the times to come. We are in the year 2020. We are ending this 2000 in the end of this 2020 year. Now, World Economic Forum, what did it say? 75 million, which comes out to be 7.5 crores of. They said 75 million current jobs we are talking right now will be displaced by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, which is a very dominant, active and important part of when we talk the technologies in HR and more so in recruitment. It says, World Economic Forum said 75 million current jobs will be displaced by artificial intelligence. And I said artificial intelligence is a dominant part when we say the technologies, the use of technologies in HR. Now, if this is so, it's a big concern for all of us. But the later part is a bit soothing for all of us. What does it say? Though 75 million jobs will be displaced by the artificial intelligence, but 133 million new jobs will be added up because of this artificial intelligence. So 13.3 crores of the jobs. If 7.5 crores of the jobs we are losing because of this, then new jobs will be added at 13.3 crores. It's a good sign. But then it tells us that means we have to be ready for these 13.3 crores of the jobs, which probably will be having because of the artificial intelligence which is being used. Now, here comes the catch. What exactly is being observed? I don't know, I might be wrong, but probably this is true, that what is being observed right now is, when we say the new jobs in the era of technology would be created, how far do we have the expertise to handle those technological jobs? And what is the kind of expertise we have as far as for those people who have to enter into these technological jobs? Though you all must be knowing, there are, the time has come when we, because of COVID-19 also, when it has been amply and time and again has been said by all of us that because technology is dominating, we have to be very good at using the technology. But the fact has been, and many surveys have actually corroborated this fact, that whatever even in technological arena, the potential we have got as far as the people are concerned, we are not able to use the 100% potential of the people for using the technology. And then there was a survey which said that only 1 out of 5, that means 20% of the people today are actually ready for the future jobs which will be dominated by the technology. Now, this is what I say is a bit worrisome, and where there was a study by Gartner, it said that only when the chief human resource managers they were asked this question, that what do they feel about the readiness of the people as far as use of technology in HR is concerned, it's only 9% of those eminent HR senior managers felt that the employees are prepared for the future to work with technology. So this is a bit worrisome. Now we have to be ready for that, because when technology is going to dominate, so there is no other option than to be good at this. The time would be there when self-service technology tools will be used to the largest extent, and the problem again is that the potential for that we have to realize for this. There's a society which is known as SHRM, Society for Human Resource Management Online. It says SHRM Online. Now this SHRM Online, it had a big survey in the beginning of this year only, and where it tried to find out the kind of trends we will have as far as the use of technology is concerned in HR. And then, it observed that because everything in the times to come, and more so when they did this survey, the COVID-19 was not there, and more so because the COVID-19 situation is there. So the facts which have been actually brought up by them into our light, they have more been emphasized because of COVID-19. The work redesign, would be there. The use of technology which would be there has to be absolutely only for the good of the people, because we have observed in the past that probably technology has even been misused. And when I say artificial intelligence, simultaneously the cloud-based hiring tools, along with the artificial intelligence, cloud-based hiring tools, they would be used to a greater extent by the recruiters. And recruiters, they would be very easily and affordably will be able to hire by using this with, we call it the innovative assessment. They would be able to do and get the 360-degree feedback as well. Biometric, we all know. The technology, as I said, you must have, I know in these sessions must have talked this, that the technology has made the things very easy for us in terms of everything in HR function. But the problem comes in analysis of the data. So as far as the technology usage by the people is concerned, that means what kind of talent we require in future is not only of using the technology, but of the people who would be able to analyze the data. Because without analysis of the data, we would not be able to reach at very far off. Then because technology is increasing our efficiency, students are with us, most of them, they must be knowing, there are many portals online which have made the things very easier for whether we are talking recruitment, whether we are talking even the internship, or even when we want to shift our jobs for anything. There's a website which is known as Internshala. Internshala. Now this website, if you go to it, it gives you internship avenues for IT, commerce, banking, and all those kind of fields. If you go to this website, you will find that many intern programs are there. Any student can go there and log it in, and you find for the internships with stipend and even without stipend. The jobs, you can do it sitting at home. Right now, online classes are going on. Students might be even having some time which they can utilize sitting at home. Go to Internshala, you will find a few internships which you can do sitting at home. Naukri.com, we know it. LinkedIn, we know it. Facebook, Instagram. There's a Times job by Times Group. Again, IT, BPO, banking industry, you will find the jobs here. They say this is the fastest growing website which offers you the kind of jobs people want. In 1 month only, more than 60 million people have viewed this. So we can imagine Zigsaw, if we all know this, fastest growing consultancy firm, Zigsaw. Now Zigsaw, variety of jobs. If you upload your CV, the best part is within 48 hours, they will get back to you and they will respond to you. Monster India, we know it of monster.com, which provides job generally overseas. The people would be using it if they want to have the international jobs. We when talk technology, we have understood one thing, and we need to be very firm in that understanding. And what is that is that what is that what is that is that the use of technology has to be done with all those ethical values. I know somebody must have talked this as well, but with the ethical values. Reason being, this technology, when is used, it is used for huge big data, and we talked analysis of data as well. Now, this data we have seen sometimes is misused for the wrong benefits. So we have to be careful for that as well. So when we talk the use of technologies for recruiting, and especially in HR, this HR conclave, I know must have talked all this. I would conclude my remarks by saying a couple of things. One, because students are sitting, we need to understand this, that the time to come is of technology. And because the time to come is of technology, every one of us has to be absolutely good in that. We have to learn all those tools and techniques which help us in using the technology and in analysis of the big data. One. Secondly, because we have to be good in at using the technology, we have to understand this, that the kind of jobs in the time to come would be related to this only. And because the jobs would be related to this only, that means the kind of courses we move in, the kind of knowledge we would be seeking, and the kind of expertise we would be gathering in the times to come has to again revolve around the technology, of course, with all the ethical values I said in between. There are certain limitations. We need to know how to deal with those limitations, and if we get good in that, probably we'll be able to achieve when we say the million, when we say that the $1 million every one of us probably would like to earn in the times to come, that would be actually achievable once in the right manner and to the biggest and the right potential we are able to use this technology. Thank you very much, GGDSD College, for making me a part of this conclave. And I know that since students are online associated with this conclave, they must have benefited through this, and they would be learning, they would be understanding this, that in what direction they have to move in as far as the future time is concerned. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Yashpal ji and Meru Kalyani ji, and the director of the college, principal of the college, and everyone concerned with this. Thank you very much for making a part of this, and my best wishes to everyone associated with this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. It has been indeed always a pleasure to listen to you, sir. Before I request Anand to, formally vote of thanks, but I would first say, not only as a professor of knowledge, but I have been nurtured under you. You have been my mentor, and you have made me to the ability that today I have been able to at this place. This has all been by you, and not only me, many students who have studied under you, whether it has been UBS or whether it has been any other place, who have heard you, because it has always been a fresh kind of a memory when you are listening to your teacher. You have made enlightening many students with your knowledge. When you have been placement cell coordinator, I still remember those students who have been a bit demotivated. How have you pushed them in terms of their growth, and today how settled they are. So sir, I think we all cannot forget the contributions which you have made in us and develop us, nurture us, and this is all your blessings, sir. I think wherever every student would be, they would be really thanking you for your great contribution. Now I request senior manager. Ji sir.
Yashpal, let me just say one line and then we will move to your future. Whatever you have listed in, such a player it has been. And when you say this, but believe me, we are actually proud of having these students like you. For any organization, you and all have been an asset. So God bless all of you, such a player listening all this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I request Mr. Anand Babu, who is the Senior Manager, Marketing Academic Initiatives. He is a strategic relationship manager with 15 years of rich experience across organizations. After obtaining his graduation in BA from Madurai Kamaraj University, Tamil Nadu, Anand joined Avaron Education and served organization at various levels. He was managing the business development team for Avaron before taking up as the lead of institutional relationship management with ICT Academy in the year 2009. During the last 10 years, Anand held various responsibilities, right from relationship management with the educational institution, worked closely with industry partners like Amazon Web Services, Dell, Autodesk, VMware in establishing external research centers in the institutions across the country. So before taking the role of heading the Delhi NCR region in ICT Academy, Anand was heading All India Council for Technical Education EETP project in northeastern states. He has expertise in education, government, telecom, information technology sectors, and in managing and growing cross-functional teams. So he has completed postgraduate diploma in business management from Symbiosis Pune, and he is certified and qualified in digital marketing through organizations like Google and HubSpot Academy. He is the person who has been associated and made this seminar reality. So I would request Anand Babu to formally thank the Deen Development Council, Punjab University Director, Northwestern ICCSR Regional Center, as well as Professor of Human Resources, Professor Sanjay Kaushik. Anand Babu, over to you, please.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the introduction, and I'm sure that my voice is clear and audible.
GG.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Please.
Thank you, sir. First, I would like to take the privilege of thanking the entire management of GGDSD College for providing ICT Academy an opportunity to industry experts for the benefit of the students' fraternity, which is the only goal which ICT Academy is driving for the last 11 years or so. Before thanking Professor Sanjay Kaushik, I will take 1 minute because I'm from the business administration background. When Professor was talking about the list of points, it can actually took me back to the old memories of my college days. So definitely it is, I'm sure that why Yashpal sir have specifically mentioned that Professor Sanjay Kaushik as a mentor, because it's always pleasure to listen to such kind of a very eminent professors when they are talking about with such a passion. Because everyone talks about organization behavior, everyone talks about recruitment, separation, and all those things on an industry perspective that we can understand and that we can relate. But when a person from an education fraternity who talks with in such a very streamed way, it shows the passion how he is towards the profile what he is handling. I'm sure I'm very privileged to thank Professor Sanjay Kaushik for wonderful points he summarized. In fact, he not only summarized, he also put in a lot of points from his experience, what he have already done in the last so many decades. So thank you, Professor, for joining with us, and we are very privileged that because of GGDSD College, we could in fact, ICT Academy had opportunity to thank you for your wonderful presence to make this conference and to be a part of this valedictory program. And you summed up everything. So that's one thing which I would like to thank before moving to thank the students of fraternity who have been with us for the last 4 hours and 28 minutes and 12 seconds. So it is not easy nowadays. It is not easy to be in online for not more than 1 hour. Because I understood from the background, what I understood, it is not more than 20 minutes. No one have a grasping power. But this is possible just because of two things. Number one, the students' passion, and number two, the speakers who came from various background and various industry. if the speakers are talking about the same thing again and again, definitely no one will be interested. By this time, probably we would have got half of the students will be available in this conference, but we never got, not more than 10%, 15%. We lost the actual audience when we started the program. So that shows one side the receiving end is also very much passionate, and the other side the giving end is also very much passionate. So that's why all the speakers, whether you talk about Mr. Kenneth or you talk about Mr. Colin Burno or any speaker for the matter, everyone has been associated with ICT Academy. So they are the well-wishers of ICT Academy. ICT Academy is prevailing just because of three entities which we always again and again reiterate: government, corporate, and academia. When the academia is ready to receive and the industry is ready to provide, in between these two entities, the government is playing a role. Like now we have the professor from Punjab University who is coming and putting in his leg inside and giving a motivation. That shows ICT Academy has a lot of responsibilities to bring such kind of programs, many more programs to the students fraternity and the development of the faculty fraternity. So I again thank all the speakers and all the listeners, especially the students who are been with us for the last so many hours. I'm sure this HR conclave had given you few ideas. Maybe there are something which is a repetition for few people, but nevertheless, no harm in unlearning and new learning. So that is the new normal now. First unlearn. Don't go to any program like that. I know everything. So that mentality will never work anymore in the future. So you have to unlearn and you have to relearn. So that is what I would like to share with each and every one of you. So with this note, I would like to conclude my remarks, and I would like to put my thanks to each and everyone who is part of this program and made this program real successful. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Anand, for such a warm and wonderful thank you to everybody. Now, at last but not the least, vote of thanks to all the people who have participated, especially from the beginning. I would, thank to Professor Rajkumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Punjab University, Professor Sanjay Kaushik, DCDC, Punjab University. I would extend my thanks to Mr. Sudhir, Chief Executive Officer of IndianMoney.com, President GGDSD Society, Shri Upkar Krishan Sharma ji, Kenneth Jaiseelan, Assistant Vice President HR, Tata Consultancy Services, Mr. Vijayan, Head Academic Operations, Dr. KL Dhingra, PML Director, PML SD Business School, and the valuable panelists who have spent a lot of time in educating and enlightening, Mr. Colin Bruno, who has been with us for and answered so many queries, HR Talent Acquisition, HCL Technologies, Mr. Colin Bruno, Ms. Julie Krupavati, Senior Manager, HR, EC Group Datasoft Private Limited, Mr. Vinod Kumar, HR Manager, Macwen India Private Limited, Mr. Devasis Sarpathy, General Manager, HR, NBCC. On behalf of the management, my principal, Dr. Balraj Thapar, and we thank you all for being there and enlightening the experience of our, enlightening the students with the, lot of your experience and guiding them about their future skill set which they would be requiring, and moving from academic to the other aspects in terms of their development and growth. And it has been very enlightening, enriching experience. Particularly my thanks goes to ICT Academy also, who has brought such industry speakers onto the platform of SD College and conducting a seminar on new recruiting technologies. This has been a great experience, and I think the students of GGDSD College, Goswami Ganesh Dutt Sanatan Dharm College, would be really enlightened and would carry forward at the end, because any program cannot be without thanking the people, the students and the staff who has been associated. The listener part, I have been witnessing, as Anand said, 250 is the limit, and we have been the students with us almost full room, and it shows that the students how keen they were to listen. The question answer session, how nicely they grabbed. A lot of sincere thanks to all the students who have been there with us for all the time. and most importantly, because the people of the IT and the staff without whom this could not have been realized as the virtual reality, the staff of ICT Academy who made this program happen, the staff of the GGDSD college, my colleagues, my all staff members, and my all entire PG Department of Commerce fraternity. I would like to extend my thanks and really appreciate the kind of the efforts they have been with us. Thank you very much, everyone who has been associated with the program. It has been great pleasure, really nice. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. The program is. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.